How you like the Discord with nothing in it?
Oh, dude, it's so clean. There's no clutter at all.
Yes, I should keep it like this permanently. Okay. So, first off, build, let's see. Wait, I'm gonna share on Discord so it's easier for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So first off, build, let's see. You went played still caps. I mean, yeah, I would go play still caps here. It's not worth buying mercs just for Tulia. Play still caps, I think, are just more OP. The way Diana plays. Red wins, good. Did you buy Negatron? So, oh, Talia is 0-7. Never mind. I was gonna say if like, sometimes buying Negatron when you have played still caps is good because this is like kind of enough damage reduction.
Yeah.
To where you're
It was the
fine, and then
last
buy
thing I bought.
Negatron. Yeah, because this Talia is 0-7, right? So
Yep.
yeah,
I
since
wasn't
she's
super
weak,
worried about her.
yeah. And then random wins because
I
they're
almost
strong.
considered
So.
going double armor item, but I don't know. I didn't.
I mean, well, Mundo does like
I
I
feel like
think
it would
like
have been
30%. He does like 30% magic. You also could just go Jack Show. I think in games where
True.
I've started to realize in games that like they have low magic damage, since you don't need like a full MR item and you don't need the passive from an MR item. In this game, she's 0-7. You can at least get some MR, because even like champs like Lucian has some magic damage in his kit, and then Mundo has like 30%. So like even for them it'll help a little bit. But you still get that armor buff, and then also since you are building 2 armor items, you get bonus armor from the Jack Show. It's pretty decent. So because also like what else are you gonna go, like Frozen Heart could be okay if you were gonna go an armor item. Dead Man's decent, but I think Jack Show maybe it's just better if they're low AP damage.
Yeah.
And since it is last item, you don't really care too much about it being expensive. Obviously, if like a Baron is spawning or like Last Dragon spawning, and you need to just buy an item, just buy whatever item you can. But if you can wait for the gold, then Jack Show's good. The problem with Jack Show is that it is expensive, so that's why usually you don't go early. The last item is fine. Okay.
The clear is bad. I'm going to tell you right now.
Fine. You haven't played Diana in a while, so. So what are your thoughts going into this game? How are your matchups? Where are you pathing? What's your goal?
So I wanted to play bot lane because I figured that the Lucian Sentinel was going to try to be doing shit early because it is Lucian, and double. I think Senna is technically an enchanter, right? So I figured double enchanter. It's going to be kind of volatile. Top lane Rise. I mean, how are we gonna kill a Mundo together? He's gonna immune the root, and then this guy's gonna walk where he pleases. So.
Yeah, plus like he's pretty hard to kill early because guys don't. I mean, he's decently easy to kill at like level 3 or whatever, because I mean he just doesn't have items yet, right? As soon as he starts to build giant spell, it's gonna be pretty impossible. Plus, you guys are double AP top jungle, so he's probably gonna build MR. So you're probably ignoring top unless this guy's no ult, no ghost. Then sure, but yeah, you're probably never touching top. Mid lane's decently easy to kill. I mean, if you guys build jump under, she's just dead. So if she ever has no flash, she's just dead. And yeah, I would just play for bot lane. It's double range matchup, so either they're gonna be pushed or your team's gonna be pushed needing help. So I think I mean bot's your only play, really. You could look for invades too, because Keon or Quinn has pretty good jungle follow up. You just got to be careful of bot shove, but because you can kill Viego if you get first jump on him. Diana Viego is very volatile. Whoever gets first hit usually wins. So we're gonna walk out here and ward, or at least ward this something here.
Yeah.
To Summoner's Rift.
Good.
Minions have spawned.
Problem with this ward, it's a little shallow. I mean, you see your raptors, but if they walk, if they walk like, wait, you're seeing it because of Quinn, but okay, you have vision because of Quinn, but essentially you see this little line here. The ward only goes up to here, so they can walk behind it. Yeah. And they could choose a red. It's not likely, right? Most people would invade raptors, but I mean, there's no reason to have it this shallow because you're already going to see raptors from here, and you would be able to see everything. So, you don't even need to see the raptors. All you need to see is like that they enter. But yeah, dropping it here, you can see raptors and the entrance. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward, just full clearing.
Yeah.
Level 3 game's probably never viable mid lane. Go. Okay, so we also in this scenario we want to think like, would their Viego skip camps the gank bot? Probably not. It says Nami, so you're probably fine. If it's like a Nunu or something, I mean, I probably wouldn't skip. You could maybe skip camps for actually. It's pretty high chance that he would be like skipping camps to gank bot here. But since it's Viego, I don't think it's really, you know, you don't have to worry about him ganking, especially since it's Nami. But I would be pinging them to be careful, because, like, you know, Viego's not going to be pathing top into Mundo. Like, I mean, it's pretty easy to kill Rise, because Mundo has slow. I mean, he has phase rush, so it's a little bit hard. There is a chance he could path top, but it's more likely that he's going to path bot. So I would be pinging my bot lane to be a bit careful, because their wave's not in. They need to get Swave in, and Viego could be looking. It's unlikely, though. I think they never die here because Ezreal can just E away. He has flash barrier, but you don't want to waste their sums. So, but I also think so you're skipping red to go Krugs for faster clear. I think this is okay in situations where you think you're not going to need to rush bot, but in situations where you need to rush bot, like here, because Viego's also pathing bot and they're shoved up, right? Viego's always going to be first before you because you go Krugs, so it's going to create a window where your bot can get ganked or he's going to be first to Scuttle. And in this scenario, I think you can't have the luxury of going Krugs. I think you can only go Krugs if Viego's pathing top, or you don't even plan on fighting the Scuttle Crab. But you want to fight the Scuttle Crab, right? You have winning mid or winning bot, so you need to just be there fast, I think.
Gotcha. And Quinn W's, and I see Viego on blue, so I'd smite this John.
Is Viego clear really this slow?
No, he's bad at it. He did something to make it way slower. I'm normally like 240 on from starting red side, so I'm there before the crab spawns.
If this is 240 or even 245, you see how you could be like running bot right now? I mean, this is warded, so your bot's probably fine, but he even could wrap around here before you ever get bot, right? He could like essentially be right here, in this pocket of vision. You're just still on red. So that's why you wanted to do Krugs, because if he is here, you would already be like behind them here if you did red into Krugs. Because red into Krugs, you actually could finish at 235. But it's really hard to get 235, 240, or even 245 is more accurate. But you would both meet bot at the same time. But the second you go Krugs before red, it's just longer. And then Viego's always gonna be bot before you. So yeah, like you'd already be here fighting Viego with Quinn. And like, I know it's unlikely that Viego would ever clear this slow, but he still would just get Scuttle for free because you're just late. And then you have the chance of getting double Scuttled when you have winning mid, which is kind of illegal. So it's just a lot of risk. You're losing this, you risk losing top, and you risk your bot getting ganked. So thanks for a follow, Tenu. Sorry, I had to thank a follower. Okay, so let me go back. I mean, you're still down to take this fight because you guys are stronger 2v2 for sure. Good. Wonder if I think maybe you can play this better.
Just say fuck the Talia and hit Viego instead.
Yeah, I think you hit Viego because, I mean, he's invis, so you don't see him, I guess. But this, well, it's kind of hard to react because he stuns you, right?
I just mean after this, like once Talia is leaving and Viego starts.
Yeah, you probably should hit Viego there, like because you don't want Viego to get reset, right? Even if you don't kill and you burn Viego's flash, you get both flashes. It's worth it. So, but I still think you could even kill Viego because you have E reset. And you're already on top of him. And I mean, I don't really like to harp too much on mechanics because it's like something that, like, if you played Adam more, you'll get better at it. I like that you took this fight because you guys just win this. This is a good fight. It just misplayed. So yeah, you should hit Viego there because you're already in attack range, and Quinn is also in attack range, so you guys just both get to hit him. And then if he flashes out, you just follow with your E and you just perma red slow him. And Talia can never interact in the fight because she already flashed out and it's like 1 HP. And if she interacts in the fight again, then Quinn will just kill her. So. Like,
honestly, I just thought that there was no way that Quinn would lose to Viego with Ignite.
Viego has Conqueror, so he'll always win.
Oh yeah, true, that's fair.
Yeah, he has Conqueror, so he just has more sustained damage. The thing is, like, this is something you could take into for future fights too, not even just this, but like, Talia is, I mean, unless if you could just straight up one burst her, then you could kill her. But it's gonna take too long to kill her, I think, that Viego's just gonna free hit your Quinn. Talia's already out of the fight after she flashes, right? Like, she's already out of the fight.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to worry about her, and now it's a 1v2, you just hit Viego. And it's just a 1v2. She can't play the game. She's too low, and she is all over cooldowns, she has no flash. So you just get to hit Viego for free because she's already out of the fight. And you'll learn that, or you'll be able to do this in team fights too, where let's say you jump on the ADC or a mid laner and you get them to 1 HP. If they flash, sometimes it's best to just leave them and continue the rest of the fight with your team because they're already out of the fight. Like, yes, you could use your second dash or whatever to kill them, but a lot of the time it's better to just let them go and just win the team fight is more important than the gold from the kill. So
fair enough.
Because if you kill Viego here, you get still 1 kill guaranteed, and you save your Quinn, who can just push in mid-weight after. But if she dies, her mid-weight's cooked, and yeah. Even though you think Quinn can maybe win this, it's better just guarantee the kill.
Yeah.
So
just take the small win of her flash and the 1 kill.
And then you also get Viego flash too. And I don't even think you need to flash is the thing. If you do, just go for Viego. So you would also save your flash.
Yeah.
But you kill her, so it's not that bad. I think you should be able to kill Viego too. I think. Oh, he kind of outplayed you. 1Q. Nice. You get both, so it's fine. I think a 1 for 0 is better than a 2 for 1 though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have Dark Seal, it's maybe a little bit different, but... To be honest, like, I think you should just instant reset and run here. Like, yeah, you get the Scuttle, but you'd be guaranteed this Scuttle too. And there's a good chance you get this Scuttle as well later because, like, Viego's gonna open top, right? So you just get this Scuttle anyways, and then you get to be here when it spawns. You could also even gank top if it is gankable. It isn't gankable, but I think you should just recall and go for this too. There's no reason to just stay on the map for this Scuttle. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world.
I thought about that while I was doing it because I looked at how much gold I had and I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah. It's not really worth to go for level 1 Scuttle if your camp's respawning ever. It's like, I think it's just something you did because you're like, oh, I'm already here, I'm gonna do it. So.
Yep, exactly.
So you know Viego's top side, your top is Flash and Ghost, so it's never worth to pivot here, like even if Viego wants to gank. So yeah, just full clear. Here, you know mid has no flash, so let's see if it's gankable. If Quinn jumps on her, it's pretty free kill. See, would it be gankable? Probably not. She's not pushed up enough, and if she's hovering top side, I'd probably look. But she's hovering bot. It is warded, so you'd never be able to gank anyways. But even just looking at this, I don't think it's ever gankable. But this would be a window where you could punish, like, you're already so far ahead, you don't need to just farm. You could look for a gank here if it is possible, but I don't think it's possible here. It's also warded, so. But you want to look for those windows because she has no flash. We are 1 camp and a little bit more XP off of 6. I'm pretty sure Grump wouldn't get you level 6. Or Krugs, I mean. Maybe it does. Krugs actually give a decent amount of XP. It might, because you got 2 kills, so you might get enough XP. I'm not really sure how much XP Krugs gives, essentially. But if you do Krugs here, even if you're not 6, you could just leech bot, XP bot, and just get guaranteed 6 before Viego and play Dragon. Warding's fine in case he wants to cheese it. I don't think you necessarily need to, because you have this up, and he has no way of getting in the Dragon without it, right? He's not like a Titan or whatever.
If you E properly on Viego, you can avoid the vision completely.
Yeah, but you see his E, no?
You don't, unless I'm pretty sure you don't.
Wait, why would
I
you
do it all the time,
what do you
and
mean?
people just can't read.
What kind of E?
Like, so you do it off of the wall, just diagonally from like to the left, from the left of the Scuttle Crab into the center of the entrance.
Here to here.
Yeah, and you like perfectly avoid it.
Well,
they can
see your E though. If you just mouse over here, you'd be able to see his E.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You like have to move your camera on it though, and it's like so rare that people would do that.
Well, I just mean in this one window, because like you only need to worry about him being on Dragon before you do Krugs, right? Because after Krugs, you're gonna go to Dragon most likely, right?
Right.
So
yeah,
I don't think you really need to ward.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not like he solos it in like 2 seconds. So if he can solo Dragon in the time that you do Krugs, then sure, but...
Yeah, especially since he bought AD items.
I like the idea that you're warding Dragon, I just think it was unnecessary. Okay. Yeah, you hit 6 off Krugs, so you could just like force whatever you want here. Good. Oh. Why did we let Senna live?
Because I wanted to keep it for a Dragon in case Viego contested.
Well, yeah, you could just kill her without your ult, I'm pretty sure. And also, you don't even need your ult for the Dragon, to be honest. If you kill Senna Lucian, you can just do the Dragon. I think, but I don't even think you need your ult here. I mean, that Lucian's guaranteed dead, so it's at least even worth to just chunk the Senna. Because if you're talking about guaranteeing the dragon, you don't even need to, you can just also just chunk her. Your Nami takes a really bad pathing, it's unlucky. I still think you could play this though, you have ult. Good. But now the dragon, I don't think you play the dragon anymore. You just take the 2 kills and you just, yeah. Yep. Take the 2 kills, reset. You could either play for Scuttle and dragon, or go your top side. I think it'd probably be better to play for Scuttle and dragon, because I think you're gonna get 2 camps anyways. The most he could take is blue and Grump. It's probably very unlikely also that he even takes these. So I think I would just recall and run here and get these.
Oh, okay.
Because like, what am I trying to say? This is 2 camps, right? But you get a dragon, and most he could ever take is these 2. So I think it's worth it to just take these.
I think I cancel my base. Yeah, I do this, and then I take a couple mid lane creeps because I have Dusk and Dawn.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. If it's 1850, that's fair too. That's actually not bad. But in that case, since you already took Scuttle, then you should probably open top. Because the Scuttle's gone, so it's just dragon, right? You don't want to lose your entire top side just for the dragon. So in that case, where you stay and you just Scuttle this, that's actually good because you had Dusk and Dawn. I wasn't really paying attention to gold. That's actually worth it.
W Tony, let's go.
And go for your top camps, because now when you get Dusk and Dawn, you're really strong. But then if you're gonna do that, I would just take these 3 camps to make sure they can't be taken, and then go straight dragon. I'd skip these camps, because if you do these camps, you're just wasting too much time for the enemy to just push waves or do ganks or whatever. You want to just be on the map when you're strong. So if Viego takes top, we're not even touching. You don't care. You don't care. Like if Ryze dies, it doesn't matter. You just play for this and play this. You could dive bot. You could play for his bot camps. It's just way better. And he shouldn't ever die, right? He has flash, ghost, barrier. You just have to be like, from the beginning, you should just understand that like Ryze can never really die top. So you shouldn't even be looking, even if you see Viego there. If they're like, you know, diving him here and they're gonna force the dive, then yeah, you could pivot. But from this angle, it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. Oh, they are diving. Okay, that's a Bitcoin flip. I guess it works out, to be honest. I still think like playing for this dragon here and going for this is more guaranteed, but it did work out, so it's fine. Push another wave and then recall.
Yep.
I think you can play for plates too if you want. If you want to be greedy, there's no one to stop you, right? You get probably 1 or 2 plates here, depending on how greedy you want to be. Like, there's no reason to not hit this, right? I mean, that dies to the minions anyways. So.
Oh yeah, true.
And then coming out, you should probably run straight bot. Oh, actually, Lucian's 1 HP. So let's look at waves. I didn't really look at waves. I didn't look at his HP. I just saw. I'm probably still running straight bot because you know Viego's going to come out of base boss side. He can skip his camps, go bot. Even if he hits his camps, you want to run straight bot to just guarantee that he can't gank this. And then you could just go straight dragon. You don't have to hit your camps here. You're very strong. Hitting these camps doesn't do anything. You want to run straight bot, do dragon, then Scuttle, and then go back to your camps. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, because like you can hit your camps and do dragon, you probably get away with it. But there's no reason to just not do the dragon first. You have full prio, Lucian's 1 HP. Just do this while you're strong. Get it respawning faster. Thanks for the follow, Heisenberg. You look mid, this is fine too. I think I would look bot instead. I just think it's way easier to play for you. Your bot's way stronger than your Quinn. So, you should never burn flash like that though.
Okay.
Because like, it's not worth to trade your flash 1 for 1. You're already 5-0. You're giga fed. Killing Talia, like if you do, what am I trying to say? Killing Talia here doesn't matter, right? Your goal is to maybe try to chunk her, and if you don't chunk her, then you just get dragon anyways. But you burn flash here, like, and now you have no flash, they could maybe kill out your shutdown. Like, this kill here just doesn't do anything.
I could have just QE'd a minion and she would have flashed anyway, probably.
Yeah. I also think you were in range for the Q, but besides that, it's just not worth to trade your flash for this kill. Like, do you get anything off this kill?
No.
Yeah, so it's just like you just wanted to get random gold, you know, that you just wanted to get a random 300 gold. And yes, you got Talia flash, but your flash is way more important. You're giga fed.
Yeah.
And now this is actually kind of scary because I mean you're decently strong, you have ult, but it's a little scary not having flash. Like look at you, you're having to queue this bush because you're scared. You shouldn't be scared.
Yeah.
So like, I don't, you probably can still do the dragon, but now you're thinking in your head, you're like, oh, I don't even know if I want to do the dragon. Whereas you should have just been able to full force this dragon. The Lucian was 1 HP, and you took too long ganking mid. Like, if you had just ran straight bot, this Lucian's 1 HP, right? Look how long you spend mid and trying to like flash on him. That means he's actually able to recall and come back out before you even are able to touch the dragon. So now you can't even do it.
Yep.
So now you kind of just have to stay here to prevent them from doing the dragon. I mean, it's fine to look for this fight. The angle was a bit weird. Yeah, you die here because you have no flash, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so you get 800 gold over for free. I mean, the thing is, they should also do dragon here, so you get lucky that they don't do the dragon. I guess actually they can't kill Quince here. The point is, it's all stemmed from you just kind of burning your flash mid.
Yeah, if I didn't burn my flash, like we just win the entire fight and collect the dragon, and the game is just over.
Your team does end up winning the fight, but it should have never been close in the first place. You wanted to play around your strong lane, which is bot. You shouldn't have gone mid. Your Quinn is not strong. You can play through mid or bot. You don't have to play through mid. Like if you get bot shove, gank bot, and then have your bot walk up here, it's just free. The mid plays way harder. Oh my god. Why did Diana just moan so loud? What? Okay. So now, like, it feels really bad too, because like dragon spawning and we want to hit our camps here, because you can't just straight run dragon right because your bot lane needs a recall. So now you're just gonna full clear and go dragon. It's like, it's still okay, you're probably gonna get dragon after your full clear, but you could have already taken the dragon, you could have already had your full clear down, and you could have been hitting grubs right now, you could have been invading his top side, you could have been doing a lot more things.
I think I ended up doing the grubs. I think I do 1 or 2 camps and then hit grubs. No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, grubs don't really do anything right. Like, I also think you shouldn't be playing top side because the Viego's opening top, their Mundo is decently strong, and Talia has first move, so I think grubs would just be risky. And again, you have no flash, so if Talia, well, Talia has no ult, so you can't get ulted on her, but if Talia walks, you're kind of forced off, and then just feels bad, whereas you could just full clear into dragon and it's chill.
Yeah.
So here we want to play with our bot lane. So when they get back to bot, that's when we want to play for dragon. So you have time to do 2 camps. Until then, if they were already here, I would probably skip Raptors, do Krugs while they're clearing this wave, and then go dragon. Because you want to play when they have shove. So we calculate when they'll have shove. You do this camp, then they're hitting this wave. You do this camp, and then you play for dragon. Like, yes, you would just have your Raptors sitting there, but you're already super strong. You have item. It doesn't matter that you get your camps fully in sync.
Okay.
Losing that 90 gold is not worth more than, you know, syncing with your bot lane on this dragon and then maybe looking for a play on his boss side or turret or whatever. So, but this is good. This is good timing.
10, but I don't get it.
No, this is good timing because you had time to do 2 camps, right? Because they were back here. I'm just saying in a world where they were farther up, right?
I see.
So
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I guess your bot lane wasn't able to fully get the wave in. Interesting. Yeah, I guess in this scenario, you should just help him fully crash the wave. If it doesn't fully crash. I mean, Ekko could also just drop the wave, I guess, but he doesn't want to, and you could probably just help him push that wave.
Yeah.
Spend an extra 2 seconds to go, like, just shove bot. Just throw a Q, and then you just guarantee shove. Plus, you could also help your Nami keep vision here as well. Like, you could just hover in this bush, hit this plant, get vision here. Just set up a little bit before the dragon. You don't have to rush the dragon. If you like push bot, get vision here, and set it up, it's a lot easier to play this.
Yeah.
You're kind of just forcing it, and as much as I think you could force it, you're giving the enemy a little bit of chance to contest it. You don't want to even give him a chance. Okay, so you're a Viego main, right? So what do you do when you play Viego and Diana ults you?
I mean, I ult.
Yeah, so you're just hoping that
as soon as I hit it,
right?
I was like, ah. Yeah, I was like, as soon as I hit R, I was like, ah.
I mean, you can maybe follow over with an E, I think, because I think you maintain vision for a slight second.
I was spamming it.
I think you maintain vision for a slight second when you ults over. Right? I think maybe that's a bug, I'm not sure. I think you maintain vision for a slight second, but... Not sure. But I think even still, you should just chunk him, let him ult out, and just take the dragon and save your ult.
Yeah.
To be honest, because you play Viego, right? You know she's just gonna ult, so you never kill her.
It's because of it's a bug because in the game I didn't have vision because of his E.
I see. Yeah, his E. Okay.
Diana Q doesn't reveal Viego in his E.
I know Diana Moonlight should reveal stealth. I hate that it doesn't, but whatever.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Okay, so we're gonna run the Scuttle. It's it's a good chance that Viego had already taken this because he had first reset, but we're gonna run here just in case. Anyways, in case he didn't take it. So, well, you see him top, so you know he didn't. I think you should just still be here, hitting the Scuttle or hitting Grubs. Like, I know Grubs are weak, but like, you might as well just take them because they're free. To be honest.
I was nervous because my Quinn's in base.
Yeah, but like they can't really force on you. I mean, I guess Talia could ult, but I think you could always just take one here, and if Talia starts walking, you just leave.
Okay.
You're also like giga strong. You have Duskend on this. Yeah. Viego's 9.5 HP. I think you just force this. Waiting for Quinn is okay too. Now you can kind of force it. This is fine. Okay, so here you can full clear because there's nothing really going on. But if bot looks volatile, you need to skip your wolves and just like go down here. But it looks like nothing's gonna happen, so you can just full clear. I mean, this is a waste of time. He just one-shots those raptors, you know? It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, look how much time we're wasting. We took Grubs at 14:05. And let's see when you start, like, actually walking somewhere. They wasted 25 seconds just sitting in top river. Because there was really no play there. Like, those raptors are always going to be gone. And you were just hoping someone will walk up to you, which there's, like, no reason for him to ever walk up there. What's my take on Zyra jungle? I have her in, I have her in S+ tier on my tier list. I think no one plays her. I think she's super OP because she has the fastest first clear of any jungler, and she perma full clears super fast. She's also, unless you play very specific champion. Hold on, I'm responding to someone's message. One sec.
Yeah,
unless you play very specific champions, it's really hard to actually punish her. And she has very good disengage, like self peel. She's also pretty decent in team fights, so I think Zyra is actually pretty underrated. That's my take on Zyra. Okay. So I mean, we're super far ahead. We can just always play for objectives. I think you should already be on your 3rd dragon by now. Like, you took way too long to do that first Cloud Drake, and it sucks a bit. Yeah. It's not that bad because you guys do outscale, but you guys should have had 2 dragons by now, I think. It's not a big deal though. Let's just see from here.
Yeah, it felt really bad delaying it 2 seconds. It was really cringe.
Why are you not just mogging this guy? Why are you waiting? Was he on cooldown?
No, he's in stealth, brother.
Oh, he's in stealth?
I can't see him. It's so stupid.
Oh.
Look at, he's just stealth. It's so cringe.
Oh, he's in stealth. Oh, that's so funny. I know. I wish that Viego, or I wish Diana could just give Moonlight. But yeah, I mean, you're so strong. You can literally just perma fight them here, 1v3. You have so much armor. Dude, I'm in your ult. Let me see.
Elton here, and he did the same fucking
thing. Yeah, against Viego, you just literally cannot ult until he ults.
I know.
So
I want to hit my fucking button, bro. I want to hit my button so bad.
It's fine. You're so strong still that it works. We just need to get out and instantly recall here. I mean, actually, probably stay for one more wave to push this in. You can maybe play this if they keep chasing. Yup. Okay, since you killed, you could probably just play for this turret, I think. Maybe your bot just takes it without you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at hitting turrets. I'm just like, I have the mentality, it's like...
I guess your bot gets it anyways, so it's fine. It's not that bad, your bot gets it anyways. Or just hit turret though, just speed it up and yoink some gold.
I probably should have, yeah.
And this game's really easy to play, right? You're so strong, you just counter like any gank that Viego wants to do, and you just keep playing around your boss side. You don't really want to play around Quinn or Rise because they're kind of weak. You just keep playing around your boss side, and play for objectives and try to fight Viego whenever you can, because you just win.
Yep.
So, see Viego here. I would be down a bush cheese somewhere. I mean, you should know he's walking here, right? I mean, maybe think he's on Herald, but I think it's worth it to sit here, to be honest, or sit in this bush and just wait. Because you know he's gonna want to walk here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he goes Herald. But yeah, I think when you know where someone's gonna walk when you're stronger, it's just like a lot of the time super strong to just wait in the bush and wait for them, because you're just gonna kill him anytime he face checks you. So. You knew exactly where he is because you saw him on the vision planet, so.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what is this? This is a waste of time. I mean, I guess you're pushing him off the turret. I think we should just hit,
I thought he was just gonna
Herald
ignore
instead.
Nami and keep beating the shit out of the turret, and I didn't want to lose the turret. I don't know if it was correct or not.
Your bot camps are gonna be at risk of getting taken, though. Maybe we can't do this. I don't think it's worth to lose your entire boss side for this Herald. Not really anything you do about bot turret. I think you take too long to get there, but maybe it's better to just take our bot camps, because I don't think Viego can ever take Herald here. So I think you can take your bot camps and then recall and then play Herald. Whereas if you take this, I think Viego can take these.
Yeah.
This is good to look. I just hope you play around your bot lane and don't like overplay it. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Lucian's recalling. Okay, you're being a little bit trigger happy on your ult again. You need to be more patient when you play Bruiser Diana. She's all about patience and saving your abilities for the right time. Because now the fight's really hard without your ult. You can never one-shot Viego there because he could always just ult away or you know, Quinn EU or whatever. So, like, there's so many fights this game where you just don't have your ult, and the fight would be so much easier without your ult. You're so strong that it doesn't matter, that you could just fight them anyways without your ult, but it shouldn't be this hard. Like, these fights are hard because you're wasting your spells.
Yep.
Here, I mean, you're so close to your second item. I'd probably just play for my second item. I mean, this is fine to look for. I think this is just free kills. Yeah, I think you should just leave after you kill the crew. I don't think you ever win that fight into Viego. I think you could just right click away.
Yeah, he's just too healthy.
He can never kill you there if you right click away, but it's fine. You guys got 3. We get item here too. Wait. Okay, you did get Riftmaker. Okay, cool. Okay, this is a scenario where you need to just run top. Your entire team is opening top. I mean, Ryze is probably dead, but your Quinn is running top, your Nami's running top, and you guys can get vision around Baron. You need to just run top here. I know your bot side's spawning, but you're just giving the enemy a chance to fight your team here. And whereas your team should maybe not play for this, you see your entire team running here, you need to just be running top with them. Like, just running here and just coming top. And if nothing happens, it's fine. You guys at least get vision here, and you guys, you protect your team. These camps aren't going to do anything for you.
At this point of the game, like, I have so many items that I just should be the babysitter if they're doing this.
You just bought Riftmaker and you have Warden's Mail and Giant Spell. You should just be fighting anywhere there's a chance of something happening. Like, the enemy should not be able to play this fight. So you should just be running out here with your team. Like, as much as I think your team should not be fighting this because you're strong and they just shouldn't be fighting without you and Ezreal, you could be here with the thing. There's nothing stopping you from running here. So. So now they get Scuttle, they get vision around Baron, and they should never have this. And you got 3 camp spot. So.
Yep.
That you were gonna get anyways. And you lose your top side, so it's even worse actually. Oh, and you end up that. Oh no, you're fine actually. It's close though. Yeah, this game's over. You get buried here, and then I think the game just stat check everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't die anymore.
I don't think it's worth watching the rest.
Yeah, play fight after fight.
Yeah, that last thing was a good, you know, example because I think you should just run here and just play on your spike with your team for the chance of a fight breaking out here. Oh, as much as like again, as much your team shouldn't be there. It's like you know they're walking there. You should just run there. So
yeah. Going back to the first dragon, so it got delayed by 2 sequences, right? Because of fights and like my flash and all that dog shit. When I back, and I'm always so hesitant to back and then open back up to the dragon because my top side is spawning, and it doesn't seem ever really worth to trade all 3 of my camps for a dragon. Is that an incorrect sentiment to have, or no?
Sorry, can you say that again? I got ganked by my mom.
So if there's like a fight at drag and I'm recalling, it always feels very risky to me to base and then open back up into the dragon again when all 3 of my top camps are spawning.
I think it was. Wait.
Because all it takes.
So like when I was saying here, you should just recall and then open Scuttle and Dragon. Yeah.
Because all it takes is for him to spawn and then walk straight to my top side.
Yeah, but you're willing to lose your blue and Grump for the Scuttle and Dragon. Be honest. And I also think it's very hard for him to just run into your blue side and take it.
I guess if it's two, I guess if it's the Dragon and Scuttle, that.
Yeah, it's Dragon and Scuttle, so that's why it's fine.
About that.
That's why it's fine.
Yeah, okay,
but then
that makes a lot more sense.
Then you take Scuttle, so that's why I said you should just open top, because you already took Scuttle, so there's no reason to go for Dragon here, because it's like just one camp versus your entire top side. Because also before, if you look at the way it timed, well, I guess your wolves would have been spawned anyways, but I think it's like, if he knows you're on Dragon and he's already taken these, then he can take your wolves. But if you took Dragon when he's on your blue, he can never take your wolves, because it takes too long by the time you could open up there. It's like a timing thing. You got to be able to, it's important when your camps are spawning too. And I think it happened later too, maybe. It's like here, you should have seen your top 3 camps and then into Dragon. You go for top gank because they overextend, I guess, which works. You should play for plate there, and then you reset. And here, you want to play for the Dragon, right? Like, you're super strong. And how do you do that? You probably just run bot and push bot lane. Like, that's your strong lane. You should not be running mid here, and you also burn your flash. If you want to go for mid and maybe try to get a kill and you don't get the kill, like whatever, but the second you burn your flash, it's even worse. But I think you should just play for through bot lane anyways, because that's just your strong lane. You just push bot as Nami walk here, and it's just free low.
Yep. Makes sense.
Cool. And
that's one thing I need to do more often is pushing the lanes for my laners, even if they're there.
Pushing
just
waves. Because they think they're team
I don't want to tilt them.
But it's just like, you gotta just do the correct play, and if people tilt, like, it is what it is, because like when you get better, people just not tilt. Or I don't know, if they tilt, like, you did what you did. You did what you could do. You did the best play.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Cool. But yeah, you need to be more patient. Diana specifically, you need to be more patient, especially if you're playing Bruiser Diana. If you're playing AP Diana, then yes, you want to be like just ult. But with Bruiser Diana, like, unless you can straight up one-shot them and you know that, you shouldn't be just insta-ulting. You want to slow play and then wait for a better opportunity for your ult.
Yeah, so. I need to get better at snowballing, because all my life, my ult never does as much as your ult does when I'm watching your stream. Well,
what runes do you have? You don't have absolute focus, do you?
I do.
Oh, you did have absolute focus, huh? It could also be passive as well. I proc my passive a lot with the Dusk and Dawn, so that's another thing too. And my W usage is pretty good. I think a lot of people use their W on the minions on accident. You got to make sure you are using your W on champions, because if you use your W before you go in, like let's say Tali is on this wave, if you press W before you go in, it's gonna hit the minions. So you also got to be careful about that. And plus, when your Conqueror is stacked, obviously your W is going to do more damage. So sometimes it's best to like stack your Conqueror then use W, or stack your Conqueror then ult, stuff like that. So, but it depends.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah, that was all my questions though.
Cool.
W review.
Bye, Tony. Go play more Diana.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
I got loads of Diana
What's
losses.
up to you? Do you even want to look at Diana games, or you just want to look at a Graves game? Because if you're not comfortable in Diana, it could just be a not comfortable thing.
Yeah, I mean she's very new to me. But even like to be honest, I'm only getting back into League.
Okay,
recently.
yeah, then let's look at the Graves
if you
game.
if you want to watch a loss. Yeah.
Let's look at the Graves game
this
then.
One?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Could you fast forward to the end too when it starts? I just want to see your build.
Oh.
Probably nothing to change on the build. I think Graves' build is pretty standard, you know? It's just Hubris, Hubris Cleaver, Sun of Sky, Jack Shell, stuff like that. So, you can click anywhere on the timeline. It should go back, I think. And then just fast forward towards the end. Not the very end, but like close to the end, so I can see your build. Pause. Oh, so you go crit. You don't like Bruiser?
No, because I like being able to like do something late game. Like I don't know.
see.
Maybe that's a low-elo thing, but
I mean,
I see the collector fucking execute
yeah.
and I get happy.
Both are fine. I think people have more success with Bruiser. Crit is kind of hard to play, but if you like crit, you can go crit. I don't mind it. Like whatever you prefer is fine. I mean, crit build is pretty standard, right? It's just Hubris, Collector, LDR, because they're Mundo Ramus, obviously. So
yeah.
I mean, I know you. Oh yeah,
no,
Collector's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's pretty streamlined build. There's not really much diversity with Crypt Graves. So, okay, we can go back to the beginning.
Do you feel like Bruiser would have been a better idea?
I like Bruiser more on Graves. I think it's better, but I also think both work. So if you prefer crit, then just go crit. Like, don't switch your build, just switch your build. Okay, can you pause? So what are you thinking going into the game? What's your game plan? Matchups and what's your game plan?
Well, looking to play around bot. Like I don't know. I get into this bad habit of full clearing. So I always like when I go like, oh, full clear down. I look at the lane matchups. I'm like, what's kind of volatile?
Yeah.
Like Mundo, like in my head, right? The Mundo's gonna be perma, like under his turret. Mid is stalemate. Like nothing's ever gonna fucking happen. I'm just gonna get gold carded. He has no gank set up. So like the only option left, although it's not great, like Milio Yunara is not amazing, but it's still the only option.
Yeah.
In my head, I might be wrong.
So you generally want to just like early game, you want to just full clear essentially, and then gank only when your camps are down. Because early game, if you skip camps, you get really. Wait, could you pause so I can talk? Early game, you just want to full clear essentially, and then gank only when your camps are down. Because if you skip camps early game, it snowballs a lot harder than later. But I'd say probably after you get 20 stacks on your jungle item, and you get your like upgraded smite, your first one, or especially after your first item, then you are able to skip camps more because one, you have a lot more damage to make the ganks easier. Two, you farm faster, so it's like if you skip a camp, it's not going to be that bad because you can just farm fast to clear back. And three, like the trade-off between losing one camp later in the game when you already have an item versus getting kills is worth way more. Like they have way longer respawn timers. You can make them miss way more waves. You can push for plates, stuff like that. So you can full clear, but just make sure you're not full clearing the entire game. Like you do need to be able to skip camps to go for plays or dragons. Even early game you can skip camps. It just has to be really worth it. If it's anything less than an 80% chance of working, I'm probably not skipping a camp for going, to be honest.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
No, I like that.
Top is pretty ungankable. It's Mundo. I mean, if he's under turret 1 HP, then yeah, just go click him. Jungle matchup, pretty hard to kill. Rammus is just gonna run away from you if you ever try to invade him. He probably should always be full HP on his camps as well. Mid is pretty easy to kill, especially once Malzahar gets 6. Like early game, yes, you can't do anything. He's just gonna gold card you. But once Malzahar 6, it's just free kill, like on repeat. You have enough burst where he's just dead, and you can always just W him, so he can't even gold card you. And then bot lane, like you don't have good gank setup, but they are gonna be aggro. Because Pyke wants to play aggro, so it's decently easy to kill if you can like wait for them to engage. Essentially, if you ever go in when they're not engaging, you're never gonna kill. So like lane ganks are pretty OP into lanes like that, because if you go through river, it's probably just gonna be a ward and they're gonna run away. But if you lane gank, you can kind of bait them to go in. So
Yeah.
alright, we can play.
Let me speed up through for the clear. How do I zoom it out as well?
Oh, Control Shift Z. Control Shift Z. Yeah. You can fast forward more. I think nothing's gonna happen. I mean, mid's never gonna be gankable level 3. It's probably just gonna be full clear and see what bot looks like, maybe on your Raptors. Once you cross through mid, or when you get on Raptors, you want to look bot, see how it looks. They're full HP, probably never gankable, just full clear. And Rammus ganked top or mid.
Also, my clear is like.
Wait, did Rammus gank top or mid? He ganked top. So you can't invade here. I mean, it's really hard to, it's really hard to invade first clear, even if someone ganks, because you're just gonna. It's better to get your camps respawning faster than taking theirs, usually. Unless if you can get 2 camps guaranteed. If you can get 2 camps guaranteed, then you should invade early game. Otherwise, you just full clear. And then you don't play on this timer, but on the next timer, you should know you have an advantage. So like you see how his Raptors are spawning? He's still on his blue side. You can guarantee these Raptors. You should know that his Raptors are respawning even without seeing them, because he 3-camp top, right?
Yeah.
So I'm planning just straight up invade those Raptors no matter what. Pike, you see Pike bot, so you're not worried about a Pike roaming. If Pike was MIA, then you probably can't go for Raptors. But the second you see him ganking top, you should be playing for those respawning Raptors. So you can
sack off the.
You can grab Scuttle. It's fine. You just go kill Scuttle, because the Raptors don't spawn until 320 or 325. You can grab Scuttle. Rammus skips a camp for this, so I'd probably leave now because you don't have bot lane, and Rammus can just stall for his bot lane. So I'd probably just give the Scuttle and just go to his Raptors the second you see him actually here. Because you don't want to burn your smite on this, because you want to play for his Raptors. Yeah, this is fine. Just leave. Oh.
That was terrible.
That's fine. It's a Graves TF thing, you know? You know the lore between Graves and TF?
I don't know, clue. Some build
yeah, they're boyfriends, so
and they're partners.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're partners, so it's funny.
Oh, active.
Yeah. But like, okay, so like, wait, can you go back? What was did you think you just one-shot him, or were you trying to get away from Rammus, or what were you flashing for?
I didn't see the Rammus. I was flashing just to like get distance. I don't know why I didn't W. Like, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you can never really kill here.
I thought I just.
You would need auto, Q, and both your Qs to hit, and then another auto, which I don't think any of that can ever happen. Plus, he has gold card up, so you're never just gonna one-shot him there. And the second you burn flash here, like, you get chunked too hard, you can't invade his Raptors anymore. So it just looks like a forced play, because you feel bad because maybe Rammus got to kill top, so you feel like you have to do something, but you're not. Maybe it's not true, but that's what it feels like. And then, but you don't need to feel forced, because you have guaranteed Raptors play here. If you just play chill and play for his Raptors and the top Scuttle, you're like big chilling. Because Rammus already
played for Scuttle.
Or top Scuttle. You can't play bot Scuttle because Rammus was there.
I didn't know he was there though. Like, would I just back off when he shows? Yeah, because he's like,
not show?
Doing whatever.
Wait, he showed there, no? He walked out of the bush.
I must have missed that.
I think you were looking mid, but he showed out of the bush. I guess if you don't know he's there, looking for mid is fine.
Tried to find me,
yeah. If you don't know he's there, I mean, he did. I swear you saw him, but if you were looking mid and you didn't see him,
oh no, you're probably right. I was probably looking mid.
Yeah. If you were looking mid and you see him, it's still fine to look mid, but you should never be burning your flash for this. And you should be playing for those Raptors.
Yeah, true.
Because Rammus ganked top, right? So he's super behind right now. If you take his Raptors, you're even more accelerated. His 2 bot camps are still up. And if you take his Raptors, he's going to be like 2 levels down on you the entire game. So you don't even need this kill. The second you take his top Raptors, you're so far ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So
but
I should have just done whatever, like, here. I shouldn't have even like tried to gank mid, because I know that I can get a lead.
I mean, you can walk through mid. You can walk through mid, but you shouldn't be flashing for it.
Oh, you're saying go straight now to Raptors?
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken bot Scuttle, but the second you see Rammus, you can't.
Yeah.
Because Rammus can always just stall you and wait for his bot lane.
So instead of not flashed, like, walk through mid.
Yeah, just walk through mid and take Raptors. If Rammus wants to chase you, you just take his Raptors in his face.
Okay.
So, Because he's level 3 and level
Right,
4.
Nothing happens there.
And then you would get top Scuttle too, I think. But it's fine. We can play from here. So again, Rammus still hasn't recalled. So he's going to be very behind. You don't have to invade on his top side. But you should know that he's delayed. Oh, actually, he did a recall. Actually, he has Bramble. How does he have a Bramble already? Oh, he got the kill top. That's why. He got the kill top. So I guess he had enough gold.
Another kill someone.
Yeah, first blood gives 400 gold. So I guess he did have enough for a Bramble. Surprising, but
yeah.
So you should know you have a slight tempo on him, and you could look for an invade somewhere on his bot side. I guess it's a bit risky because it's pinked. Unlucky. But you should be looking to do something off of the tempo advantage you have. Whether that's grabbing like his blue buff or Grub or Scuttle, you should be looking to get something.
So I should have ran bot.
Oh no, you can take this because these camps are level 4.
Oh,
but
I'll do this later.
You should understand at some point you should be able to get something because you're just going to be ahead of him because of his ganks. So
then this was just fucked. I fucked my E here.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Like if you just don't die there and collect the wave, it's actually pretty good. You just got hit by I think all the CC. It's fine.
You gotta keep in your mind now. I'm probably tilted as fuck.
Yeah.
After dying like that.
So here, you're probably gonna run straight to Dragon or your camps. You need to just run straight bot lane.
Yeah. For the home guard as well.
Yeah, you have home guards, you run straight bot because
it's like a new thing. I only started playing this season like
yeah,
a week ago. I used to play like 5 years ago, and there's like loads of new crap that I'm just like.
The home guards are really good for jungle. But the reason you're in bot lane is because Rammus, I mean, he's doing the dragon, but it's also very likely he could just run straight to your bot lane and gank them. And you could be there to counter it. And if he doesn't gank bot, you could just go with your bot lane to just hit the dragon. So, but if you hit your camps, you're gonna feel homeless because you're gonna get what, like 200 gold that you would have already been guaranteed because nothing's, it's not, there's no risk of losing them. And then the dragon's gonna be gone. You can't invade his bot side at that timer anymore. But if you run through bot and do dragon, you can maybe invade his bot side on that timer.
See, that's interesting. Like I've only picked that up like since watching your stream 20 minutes ago. Like your idea of these are always gonna be here. So like
yeah, if you have something else you could do instead to get gold, you should go for that instead and then take yours after because you're not gonna have the timer to do that after you take your camps. If you take your camps, the dragon timer's gone. If you take your camps, the invade timer's gone. If you take your camps, the bot gank timer's gone.
Yeah.
So
and I always, like prior to that, I always thought of it as like I wanna reset them. Like I wanna get their level up. I wanna make sure they're
that's good too. But that's only if you don't have other plays. Because the thing is like if you do those, there might be a dragon opportunity. There might be a bot gank opportunity. But if there isn't, you're literally standing. Okay, I don't want to say it because I'm streaming, but like, you're basically jerking off in the jungle, right? Like you have nothing to do, right? So if you go run bot, you have an opportunity to gank, or you have an opportunity to dragon. And if nothing happens, you can always just go back to your camps. At least you had like a chance to do something. But if you hit your camps, you're relying on something happening afterwards, which is not always going to happen. So.
No, exactly.
Whereas, okay, actually pause because I want to emphasize something. If those camps would get you like level 6 or something before the fight, then you could do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it gets you level 6, right?
Oh, what level am I?
It doesn't get you level 6. So
no.
You need to just run straight there, straight through bot, and run to dragon. Yep.
I think I'm pinging to like go.
But yeah, this is good. Rammus overstays completely. And if you press tab, you can see CS 28. I mean, you should be able to guarantee that like some of his camps are up. I'd be looking after I take this dragon and win the fight to take some of his camps somewhere, if possible. I don't know. Maybe his entire team, stops you, but I'd be at least looking for it. Okay, we got dragon. That's really good.
I should have invaded this.
Yeah, he's 1 HP. He can't stop you.
Blatant. Yeah.
If their bot lane comes, it sucks.
Scuttle as well?
Scuttle's level 1, so I would prioritize some of his other camps first. Because also you want to work your way from the farthest camps towards yours. Because again, it's the most dangerous, right? If their bot lane does come to stop you, it sucks, but it's fine. Because you're wasting their bot lane's time. Your bot lane will be able to push the wave in, and then your bot lane gets good reset. You can try to go for these camps, but don't die for them.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
if they come, fight you on the camps, you could always just stop hitting them and go to your camps. It sucks, right? You would want to take them, but at least your bot is getting something out of it by being able to push the wave in. So yeah, it's fine. Let's play. So our top side should be spawning by the time we get there. So this is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, perfect timing.
I'm constantly looking at my timers.
Yep.
I feel like I do way too much in game.
Yeah, that's perfect timing because you do something. So okay, so before when your Raptors and Krugs were up, if you just did your Raptors and Krugs, not only would you like basically have nothing to do after that, unless if a random fight breaks out, but your camp timers would be even more desynced. So if your Raptors and Krugs are up and your top side's respawning in like a minute, you could find something to do in between that minute, which is either maybe gank bot, do dragon, do Scuttle Crab, do his bot camps, and then take your bot camps into your top camps so that way you can resync your camps.
Yeah. I like that.
So you get extra gold by finding the extra play and you get your camp synced, so just overall really good. So do you want to look at top wave? So I think like hovering top here is pretty decent. How much gold are you sitting on?
How do I change the screen to
X? So sitting on 1300. I think no, you don't have item. I think it's like 1800 or something, or like 1750 or something. So you don't have item. I think here Ram or Heimer is like very vulnerable to getting ganked. I think if you just run top and sit in the bush, you can counter gank if Rammus ganks. And obviously you could just say, it's obvious because I can see Rammus there on the replay. But even if nothing happens, just making sure your Rammus or Heimer can get the wave in here and just recalling is just good anyways. Because you get to spend your item and you could go on the map somewhere else. I don't think these Grubs ever do anything for you. I think they're just a time sink. As Graves, it takes 10 years to take Grubs.
They're so shit as well. Don't you feel like they're just such
if you take one and get out for the XP, it's like not that bad. But again, the XP is not really doing much for you anyways. You're already 6. You have a lot of gold you're sitting on. I think you should just recall and get back out on the map. So but I also think you should just have her top here.
Blue.
Yeah, and then have her top.
Blue, hover. I think I have an Oracle. I was
because you guys just straight up 2v2 them. Like just straight up. Like you'll just win that. Heimer is super OP.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Because Heimer dies, and then
you get one grub, and then Rammus is gonna come and take the grubs, I think. Right?
I don't have smite because I just smited my blue, so you just fucking
and you end up dying too. So that's another thing too. Grubs are super weak. All you really care about is the XP from one, especially since you're playing Graves and it takes forever. So the second you got one there and you see Rammus top, you need to just be leaving. Or at least you could kite it out and then smite the second one or take the second one and then leave. But overstaying for the third one's super greedy. The Grubs are really bad.
Okay. I don't really know the value of them.
So you started the Grubs at 8:05 or 8:09, I forget. And you finished it at 8:45. It took you like 30 to 40 seconds to do that. That is so long. Like in that entire time, you could have you could have hovered top, or you could have recalled and ran bot and ganked bot. You could have taken Scuttle. You could have taken red in that time. It's just a big time sink.
Yeah.
Like your champion needs to one-shot Grubs for you to even want to hit it, to be honest.
I've seen they haven't done a lot to they don't do a lot to win Delta, which is unsurprising.
They what?
They don't do a lot to win Delta.
It's because of the crystals. And that again here, do you have item or no? You don't have item, right? Okay, so you have item here. Again, what should you have done?
Run bot.
Yep. So I mean, the only thing you got to worry about is you could get your Raptors invaded, which I would have probably pinged for my mid laner to ward. Whether he does or not, that's one thing.
If I saw my bot lane up like this,
yes, you need to be there because Rammus just killed top, right? What's he gonna do? He's gonna recall and run bot. You know that. He just was top. He's gonna recall and run bot. So you need to be there because you're also gonna be there first because he was I think later to recall after you. So you're always gonna be there first. If you're sitting in this bush, you counter gank this and they're just all dead. And counter gank is super OP because they use all their spells to get on someone, and then you counter gank. You have all your spells to counter them or just burst them. Counter gank is super
love
OP. You almost always win if you counter gank. Yeah,
that's a
that's
big
like 2
blunder.
times where you could have hovered a lane gank, counter gank here, and it's super OP.
Yeah, like 2 ultimates.
And then you're
And
gonna
that
go
would've
clear
been
your
a
camps,
3v2
and you're
as
gonna have
well. I don't
no
know
play
what the
because
fuck
you're
that is.
farming into a Mundo, which is never gonna be killable. So now you're gonna have no play. You feel homeless, right? Like your bot's dying, you're hitting your camps, and you're gonna have nothing to do.
Yeah.
So now you're feeling forced to do a play again. I think.
Yeah. And I die for it.
Oh.
You're a genius. I think I just continue with my full clear. Oh no, I still do.
So like that's what happens
I
when
see
you
that.
hit your I'm not saying like hitting your camps is always bad, but if you hit your camps and nothing's happening, you're gonna go for a lot more forced plays or feel forced or feel like the game's homeless. But if you're playing on your
Yeah.
spikes with hubris and running out bot there and countering gank, if nothing happens, you can always just go back to your camps and it'll still feel good because you're still hitting your camps. But the second you hit your camps and then your bot lane dies and you have nothing to do, it's gonna feel like you're losing, even if you aren't.
Nah, yeah. Nah,
So-
it's genius.
You want to give yourself options as oh, that was a good steal. Even if you die, it's worth it. But you want to give
Yeah.
yourself options as a jungler. So if you what am I trying to say? If you always open, I'm not saying you should always open before hitting your camps, but if you open for a
Yeah.
gank, and then go to your camps, you're always gonna have the option of going back to your camps. But if you hit your camps and then go for or not then go for a gank, if you hit your camps, you're reliant on a gank even being what's it called, an opportunity.
Available.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
not always gonna be true. But there, the bot
Nah, I
gank
know exactly what
was
you're talking
an
about.
opportunity, and you just didn't take it. So
Yeah. And even if nothing happened, like you said,
you just go back to your
yeah,
camps.
they reset and I go do my camps and everyone's safe on the map. But yeah, blunder. I'm dead.
All right, so if you want to pause here, we can look at what our win con is to get back in the game. You don't really have much, to be honest. I mean, you're top strong. You can always just play through Heimer. Heimer's gonna have shove. You can like take your camps into his top side and play around Heimer. Because even though Heimer is 2 and 4, he's still Heimer, right? He'll always have shove.
Yeah.
So you can look for invades on his top side with Heimer shove.
Yeah.
Or like ganking Mundo or countering Rammus's gank. You could also look for gank setup with Malzahar. Because if Malzahar presses R on someone, it's just a free kill. I would probably not be playing around my bot lane though. Because if you're ever in a 3v3 at this point, I think you just lose with your bot lane.
Yeah.
So when you're in these games, even when you're ahead, you should be like, what's my plan? Because your plan early game is different from your plan mid game. And your plan here, I
Yeah.
think, is playing for picks with Malzahar
Yeah.
for free kills and playing around your Heimerdinger. I think that's your plan. If your bot lane was strong, then maybe you play around your bot lane, but they're not strong, so.
Yeah, that's something that I need to learn. Like in my head, I'm such like a anyone, any champion can beat any champion. I know that's wrong. I know that's like a wrong way of thinking about it, but my head's like, oh, Heimerdinger 2 and 4. Oh, he must be fucking terrible, and he can't pilot his champion at all. So therefore, like
Yeah.
any preconception that you have about Heimerdinger or like into this matchup or just Heimerdinger as a champion himself is just out the window because this guy can't pilot it at all, which is bad. Like and because I'm peaking right now in like plat, and I have the same like bronzed iron mentality where it's like these lot are just fucking spamming buttons, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, but it's not true. Like it's a bad habit I need to kick. Just clear.
Like, I think you, can you go back a little bit
Sure.
when you're on Raptors? So like, you don't really, like you don't even have many camps up, it's just blue and Gromp. Like, I think even though everything's worried here, it probably doesn't work. You should at least be looking to try to gank mid. I mean, your Malzahar just presses R and TF and he just dies. So,
Yeah.
like when this next wave comes, I don't know where the wave is. Oh, it's spawning. So when this next wave comes, you can maybe try to look mid. Because they're going to fight over the wave, right? They're going to walk up and hit the wave. So when this next wave spawns, you could be looking. And I'm not saying you have to gank on every single wave, but that's an easy way to tell, like, that's maybe a window to gank. Especially since it's a cannon minion, right? If you kill him, he loses a cannon minion. It's even worth more. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know people will fight over those cannon waves. Like here, top's not
Dude,
worried. The
just like
second
what-
this wave crashes in the middle and TF walks up, he should be dead. Let's see, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't walk up because maybe Malzahar pushes the wave.
Even if
I
I'm
mean,
like
yeah,
hovering.
right here. If you're
Even
here
if I'm, like,
and
hovering,
Malzahar presses R,
really
like
good.
you guys just win this.
Yeah.
And like Pyke knows this, right? I mean, I don't know if he knows this, but he's here and it's a cannon wave. If you're here a counter, like, you know, it's super good. And like in higher ranks, you'll see this a lot where supports will roam mid on the wave, and then you need to be there to counter.
Yeah.
So that was freest double kill ever right there. And yes, your Malzahar
But it's so much
too, but
things.
it's still Malzahar.
You're saying so much stuff that I've just never even fucking like thought about. Like I can comprehend what, like exactly what you're saying and I understand it. But I've never even seen like, oh, that's
the
an
wave
like,
thing
it's a
is
cannon
super
wave.
hard
The TF is gonna
to
walk up. Like
yeah, the wave thing is super hard because it's like what am I trying
but
to
it makes
say?
perfect sense. Like it makes
Yeah.
loads of sense. Like it's logical.
It's hard to know
not like a
when
hard
people are
concept.
going to walk up on a wave, but you should still be looking for that, is the idea.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't walk up, so be it. You go back and hit your camps. But it's a very high chance he's going to walk up and hit the wave. Or
Yeah.
Pyke's going to roam there and be on the wave. So the second he walks up, Malzahar's going to press R and you just kill him. Because it's like, the waves are a mini objective. Just the same thing as the Scuttle is a mini objective, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm so tilted here, by the way. Look what I do.
Yeah, you're gonna... It's fine. Oh. I saw the vision.
That's just bad mechanics. Like, could have dodged the Q and probably killed
Alright, let's fast forward. Let's see any windows from here. Again, it's gonna be the same thing where you're probably looking to play with Malzahar. I might be repetitive. It's gonna be looking to play with Malzahar on the waves and hovering your Heimer when he's pushed.
No, I
But
totally
you get shut down. You get shut down, so this is just worth
the
it.
mouse like still has his ult, like.
I don't know how you got shut down, but you got shut down. So whatever you did is worth it. Okay, we die. It's fine. Like when you're behind, any gold, any gold you can get is just worth it. So even if you burn your flash there, it's worth it to get that shutdown. 100%.
Yeah, like.
And when you're behind, it's more important. You still want to do this when you're ahead because you don't want to throw. But when you're behind, you shouldn't get over greedy and like think you're winning fights because you get kills. Like a lot of time people will start coming back in a game, they'll get like 3 picks in a row and then they'll just keep fighting without resetting. You need to just take that one pick, reset, go back to hitting your camps and play it slow. And keep picking off the enemy. Because the second, like let's say you pick TF on side here, right? You pick TF on side, someone's gonna have to go catch that wave. If they don't, you get turret plates. But the second you keep pushing your lead and trying to like go fight the like next spot laner that comes in collects the wave, you're gonna end up dying again and then not getting anything off of it. But if you pick TF and let's say Senna comes and collects that bot wave, now you have number advantage guaranteed because they're dead one number, right? And someone has to collect that bot wave. So then you can rotate and play somewhere else on the map where you can maybe pick their whoever's mid lane because they're gonna be alone. Stuff like that.
Is that what you want to be looking for then? Like just like get a pick, draw a man over.
Yeah.
Like get another pick, maybe.
Because you're not really gonna get much from just hitting your camps. So you want to look for those picks and then like take their camps off of it. And then with the number advantage, you want to try to kind of pull them across the map. Yeah. You're never gonna win it straight up like 5v5 or 3v3. You need to just play for the picks and create a number advantage.
So far behind at this one.
And people a lot of time will like get a pick and then they'll think they're winning because they get the pick and then they'll just keep like perma fighting. You just gotta take the pick and reset, play for the next pick, and then eventually you're gonna create a point where you're ahead or even. So like here you probably should just be fighting TF. Like you might be able to get away with this dragon, but like what happens if Senna clicks dragon? You can't get this, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you ran bot and ran to TF, it's guaranteed kill, no?
Yeah.
With the Malzahar.
Yeah, it's the higher.
It's 30 guaranteed kill.
Play, isn't it? I mean, I should have smited this. I think I fail it. Yeah.
Like Senna just doesn't even walk, and you guys still lose this. But if you picked TF, you could have created a 3v4. I guess it would have been a 3v3 because your Senna would have died, but it would have been a 3v3, and I think that's easier to play than a. Well, sorry, it would have been a 2v3 because Senna actually didn't even walk. It would have been a 2v3 instead of a 3v3 because TF would have been dead. You were just praying that they weren't going to click the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to be sneaky. And the issue is, I get away with it like so much in this elo.
Yeah. So now your lane assignments are really bad because Malzahar's with Mundo and Heimer's with TF. You want it opposite. So you can't really control that. But now you can't really play around the Malzahar ult because he's with Mundo, which you're never going to kill Mundo in the Malzahar ult. And Heimer into TF, it's a bit hard to kill. So now your plans are a bit kind of screwed because of the lane assignments.
But you're saying like the sort of like overarching objective of this stage in the game was like
your
help to get
Malzahar
picks
objective,
aside.
yeah, your Malzahar objective's kind of gone though because he's into Mundo now. So now you can never
Yeah.
play around Malzahar. So I guess your only play here is to maybe play around Heimerdinger, and just hover him and play for his bot camps.
Yeah. I have no clue how we win this game.
You guys outscale, I guess.
I think Yunara goes crazy at one point. I don't have no clue how. I don't even know what that champion does. This is really big.
Yeah, I mean, all you can really do at this point is just pray you can win small team fights where they overextend and you like create a 4v2.
Do you think this is a good play? Like now the Rammus is dead. Like they've sort of opened up the whole map.
I mean, yeah.
feel
So
unsafe to
you
farm
guys
my own
got
jungle.
picks, right? You guys got picks. You just need to not overplay and just take those picks, reset, buy items, and look for the next pick because they're staggered. Rammus and TF are dead, and Senna and Pike are coming out of map right now, and they're alone. So you can reset, look for a pick on them, and then you create another number advantage. Even if you don't kill Senna Pike, they're still staggered because Senna and Pike are gonna like push mid wave, or push bot, and then Rammus and TF are gonna come back, but then Senna and Pike are gonna roll a recall. So it's like you just want to play around their like staggering their deaths. So like here, I think you should just recall and play out on map and try to like fight Senna and Pike while TF and Rammus are dead, or at least like go push waves or something after. Like you're staying on the map, and it's like you're not doing anything about the fact that Rammus. Okay, you do recall. You need to do something about the fact that like Rammus and TF are dead, right? Which is instant recall and run out of the map and do something. And now that they're alive, now you have to worry about TF ulting. So now you can't go for a pick somewhere, right? Whereas before with TF dead, you can pressure a lot more. Like see, you're kind of scared to walk around the map now. Whereas if you reset earlier with TF dead, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Here we need to just push with Heimer. Like screw whatever's happening bot. You need to just go push with Heimer, get that turret.
Yep.
You could have taken his entire top side there too.
Is that just for the bounty gold?
Yeah, and you could get his entire top side too. It's the bounty gold, and also like you're already losing the play bot. You need to just get what you can top side because you guys are behind. So any equal value gold you can get is worth it. Even if they take like your bot turret, if you guys get top tier 2, it's worth it because you guys are behind, right? Especially with the bounty.
Yeah.
But any gold you get is worth it when you're behind.
So you should sort of like sack off the like trying to defend, and just this guy's in thing, but like sack off trying to defend bot, and just like kind of press further the like quote unquote lead that we have top.
Yeah. Because I don't think you can ever interact with bot play, and maybe you get kills here, but I think that only relies on them inting. Whereas if you go for this top tier, I think it's guaranteed. You also could take his entire top side.
Yeah,
you can get vision in his. You can get vision in his red side. I mean, maybe Nox Milio's dead. If you had pink wards, you could get vision in his red side for the Baron, which would help a bit.
Yeah, true. I mean, they end up hard in thing.
Wait, they just killed you all. Like, see how here you could have taken the entire top side and you guys could have pressured tier 2, and you guys lose these turrets anyways. So, I guess they dive and then your bot lane cleans up, but... See how when you're behind, you need to just find windows to, like, get any gold you can, instead of, like, trying to just fight them.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, just, like, delaying the inevitable if I go and fight them.
Yeah, if you go and fight them, just hope on them messing up. But if you pick them on side and create number advantage and then slowly get picks, play for that top turret when they're bot side, because you get 1 shutdown, 2, any equal goal when you're behind is just worth more. So.
Nah, it's also logical. Like saying it now, like it seems like how can I be so fucking stupid when I play this game?
Okay,
you've
pause.
Opened my third eye.
So, what does this dragon do? If you get the dragon, what happens? Sorry, if you win this fight, actually, I don't want to say about winning the fight, because actually winning the fight's good. What are the chances of you winning the fight?
0. Well, very low.
I wouldn't say 0. It's probably like 10%, right?
Yeah, very, very low.
And what are the chances of you losing the fight? 90%, right? If you lose this fight, the game's over. If you win this fight, the game's not over. You guys get a good chunk of gold from it, and it probably would help you win the game, but the game's not over if you win this fight, and it's a 10% chance.
Yeah.
Whereas it's a 90% chance of you losing it, or give or take, 90% chance of you losing it, and if you lose this fight, the game's over. Oh, hold on. One sec. I'll mute.
Hold on.
Thanks for the follow, Scars. Appreciate you. Nice. Have I talked to you before? Did you change your name? I don't recognize your name. Thanks for the prime though. All right, I'm back. But yeah, so like, essentially when you're especially for objectives, you want to think like, does this objective win you the game if you get it? And it doesn't. It does help you, but it doesn't win you the game. Plus, it's very low chance of working. Whereas if you guys die here, they just run it down mid and end the game, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe you guys somehow can cheese this dragon, but I think it's not worth throwing the game over. I think I would look for a pick on TF, which also helps you win the fight anyways. This guy's just dead, no? Like you guys can just run bot and kill TF, and then you can maybe play the dragon fight with number advantage, because then it's 3v4. And if you slow play, wait for Malzahar ult with 3v4, it's just then it's a 2v4 because Malzahar can ult someone, and then it's essentially a 2v4 because someone's suppressed. So
yeah,
I think if you just keep looking for these picks when you're behind, you're gonna have a lot more success than just brute forcing and hoping they mess up.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, okay, Yunara does kill him, so you guys actually end up getting the number advantage anyways. So now you guys are gonna win the fight because Yunara gets the kill. But I don't know how she killed him solo, but like point is you could have been there and it would have been guaranteed, right?
Yeah,
so you guys win this because Yunara kills him. And now Malzahar has ults coming up, and it's good. You're from X? I see. Nice to meet you. Doing some coaching. I'll probably do a couple more after this. So
yeah, it's a 5v3 and steal the Drake.
Yeah, it's 5v3 and you get the Drake. And now a lot of people would be spamming Baron. You guys could, maybe get Baron. You don't want to throw the game over it though, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people would try to go 5-man Baron there, but I think it's better to just reset and clear waves. Because you guys already got 3 dragons. All you need is 1 more. You got a lot of shutdown gold, and you outscale. I know they have a Senna, but you guys outscale for sure. Like Yunara will just melt them. Malzahar scales really hard. Grave scales really hard, and Heimer scales really hard. So you got to take that small gold.
Bro, looking at this, yeah, I'd never fucking think that we'd win this game.
I mean, I think actually the game looks good now. After that last dragon fight, I think the game actually looks good. Because they really have no way to brute force the end, and you guys are collecting 2 inhib super minions, and I think you guys are just up XP now. So I think you guys are just winning. Like, I know you guys are down still 10k gold, but you guys have way stronger champions. Like, Yunara has a lot of gold, Malzahar and Heimer have a lot of gold. So I think you guys are actually winning. So still, we're just going to keep playing slow, playing for picks. Even if they get Baron, it's fine. You guys don't want to throw the game to try and contest Baron because it's just too hard. You guys will just, again, you guys will just lose the game if you guys lose fight at Baron, right? Whereas if you just clear the waves, you guys can try to come back in the game and play for soul point. Eventually you'll outscale. Because it's really hard for them to just brute force. Like what will happen a lot of times in these games is the game will be winnable, like you can come back, but then people will try to like overplay, or they'll force something they don't need to. Like they'll try to stop a Baron, and then they'll lose the game by losing the Baron fight. Whereas they could have given Baron and then played for later.
Are you saying that this isn't like?
Well, I don't think it's so forced. I don't think it's so forced anymore because you guys have decent wave state. If their minions were in your base, then it's a lot harder. But because you guys can see them a lot, like you guys have decent vision and you guys have decent wave states, so it's not that bad anymore. If you go back, like they could have taken the Baron when the waves were in your base and you can't do anything about it a little bit earlier. Yeah. But at this point, you guys can actually contest because you guys have decent vision and you guys have decent wave states. So
I like it. So you think giving here would be a misplay?
I think now it's fightable now, but like if you go back like a minute or so, it's pretty doomed. Like here when they respawn, if they just run straight Baron, you guys can't do anything about it. Like look at your waves, you guys have no vision. If they just had sprinted straight Baron, you guys can't do anything about it. But Malzahar gets a ward off, and you guys get the waves pushed a little bit, so now you guys have vision of Baron. You guys can actually kind of contest.
Yeah.
Wait, you stopped the Mundo. You're the GOAT. He was about to straight run it down mid and end it. How did you win that? Was he low?
I have no clue.
How did you win that?
Let's get an instant
replay, bro. This is game winning. He was about to end the game. Oh my god, he almost one-shot you. That was a good flash. You saved the game. And Dragon should be spawning, right?
How?
Playing with Dragon?
I don't even have the LDR.
Okay, see how they're just chain inting?
Yeah.
Especially in like lower ranks, if you get one pick, people will just train in. Because they won't respect the fact that someone's dead. And they'll keep pushing and you could just get picks. Or they won't play like they have number disadvantage, lowest fight, whatever. So like that's even more why picks are OP when you're behind.
Yeah.
When you're ahead, all you need to do is just not get picked. When you're behind, you need to look for picks. It's pretty simple mid game. Obviously, there's more details to it, but that's like, you know, generalization. If you're behind, get picks. If you're ahead, don't get picked.
Yeah, you want to be risk averse, and then you want
to. So now I think you guys just win the game. To be honest, you guys have soul and you guys outscale. As long as you guys don't do it. As long as you don't do anything stupid. And by you guys, I mean your Yunara because you keep emptying.
She's fucking big.
Yeah.
4 items.
She's only 8 and 8, but like she's just a strong champion. And Malzahar can always just press R on, you know, whoever. So that's why Malzahar is always just useful. I don't know. There's not much to say really after the 20-minute mark here, because like it's like just the same thing on repeat. Get picks, play for objectives. Get picks, play for objectives. I think VODs are more useful early 15 minutes. I think there is, you know, a lot to learn with how to play objective fights and picks and stuff. But
yeah.
Okay, so like here, wait, go back. Like why are we like just like hitting Baron?
I don't know.
So if you guys hit Baron, you guys are just kind of like it might work because you guys are strong and you guys have like Heimer turrets and Heimer ult. But I think you have a way better setup if you guys just push mid wave. Maybe you can even take the turret. You don't have to, but push mid wave. Because like mid prow is just OP for one vision and just someone has to go collect the wave on their team. And then you guys take turret and then you can walk through their jungle, get vision there, and then the Baron's a lot easier. But if you guys don't even take any space there or push mid wave, they can actually just walk through and surround you. Which maybe you guys still win the fight, but you're giving them a chance to like get a better position.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Like play through here and you can see how like even though you guys are stronger and they lost Mundo, like there's no threat of Mundo TPing. He's dead for 40 seconds and he also has no TP. So you guys aren't in any rush. And you guys actually have TP first because Malzahar has TP in 40 seconds. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that because that's super hard to like talk about in solo queue. But you know Mundo's dead for 44. So you guys have time to just go push mid and play for wards in the red side. Whereas if you just hit the Baron, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. You're gonna press play, and they're gonna just like surround you guys.
Let me see them clear
off. Yeah, Yunara gets zoned off. Like Yunara wants to go push mid wave, but you guys aren't helping her. And then like see how TF pushes mid wave, and Yunara needs to go collect it. You guys aren't helping her, and you guys get split, and it works out because like you guys are just stronger than them, I guess. But the fight's just way easier. If you guys just go push mid wave. Actually, you guys don't even get the Baron. That Baron should have been yours. And now they wait for Moon to respawn. Now Moon is back, and you have to fight a 5v5 when it was like, oh, I guess it was 4v4, so it's equal anyways. But the fight would have been way easier beforehand.
Yeah.
If you guys just go push mid there and like play with your Yunara. But you guys just win anyways because you're just so much stronger. It shouldn't be like that though. You shouldn't have to rely on that. Because like if you rely on that, then you're gonna like just only win if you're stat checking. You're not gonna win because of skill. You're gonna win just because you're stronger. Whereas you can win games where you're behind just because you have that, you know, awareness to go push mid wave and play for vision.
You're a fucking genius. Has anyone ever told you that?
I don't think so. I just think like, I've been playing this game since season 1, so I just have a lot of experience from the game. But it's also like, you just gotta put yourself in a spot to like think about those things, you know? Because like you see a 4v4 and you just want to hit the Baron, but you could think about like other ways around it. So if you guys, like let's say you guys have a losing team fight, like this happens for early objectives. If you have a losing team fight, you don't really want to just take the dragon fight head on, because you're probably gonna lose. So you can think about how can you create an advantage when you're behind, which is either a pick before the objective or just shoving waves. Because then even if you don't get the objective, which you're weaker, so you shouldn't get the objective, you can like push mid wave and play for turrets at least, and then you get turret plating, and then someone has to go collect the wave, and then maybe you can get the dragon because they collect the wave. Even if you don't get the dragon, you take that mid shove and play for side lane, like side turrets, or maybe pick someone on side that's on side. So there's always other options. You don't have to like brute force something. You can like think about how else can I play this. Like if you go back before the Baron and like just think to yourself, like how else can I play this rather than just brute forcing? Because in a world where you're not stronger, you can't brute force it, right? So what's the best way you can set up this Baron if you go back even more, like 15 seconds before? Maybe not here. Wait till after Mundo dies. Like here, like what's the best thing you could do to set up this Baron? Is it brute forcing it, or what do you think?
No, yeah, you're right. It's mid wave. Get that push in.
Get that push in and take control in the red side, and then they can't walk up because you have vision. And then the second they walk up, you guys can turn on them in the jungle. But they can't even walk up because they're scared. They have no vision, right? So
yeah.
And if you go to early dragon fights too, like maybe go to some of the earlier dragons.
When did we actually fight? Because one
was you can look at any dragon, right? You can look at any dragon. Maybe it'll be fine.
Go on then.
Like this dragon here, right? You could have gone bot and pushed bot wave and then walked into the dragon together. And it's just more guaranteed. Like you guys still get it, but it's more guaranteed. And then the next dragon. Let's look at the next dragon. You can also look mid wave, right? You want to decide which is better, right? Actually, so should you let's look at the 3 checklists. So should you walk through the jungle? How's jungle path looking? It's hard, right? How's mid path looking? You can also press tab to look at mid laners.
Okay.
How's mid path looking? They're mid stronger, right? Good. So it's probably hard, right? Well, it's probably hard because I think they have winning mid.
All right. Yeah, and he's
level 5. How's bot? You have winning bot, right? So you should just go through bot and walk in with your bot lane. Plus, you already have bot shove, and it's just easy access to the dragon. And this doesn't even have to be for this dragon and future dragons. Like, let's say this is second dragon. Like, if you just push bot here and walk with your bot lane, it's so easy. Because even if you have a losing matchup, as you just create number advantage by pushing bot there, and their bot has to stick under the turret. So, and even if they don't contest the dragon, even if they like drop the wave to contest the dragon, at least then you're making them miss minions. So, you just want to like try to squeeze every ounce of advantage you can. So here, like, what are you thinking? How's jungle looking? Scary, right? They have full vision. You have no vision. Like, I'm even scared to walk to my Raptors right now. How's mid? Mid's decent. You have Mauser ult at this point. So it's well, he has no ult up, so never mind. It's not looking decent. If it's on cooldown, it's a bit hard. So mid's a bit hard, but again, you could literally just go shove bot and walk in, and let's say your Mauser gets ganked here, and you guys can't do the dragon anymore because Mauser gets ganked. You guys can play for bot plates. At least you get something out of it, right? You guys can even wrap around, like you guys push bot and you could play around the tri-bush. You can wrap around and maybe find a flank on Rammus or something, or pick off Pike. I don't know. Instead of just brute forcing through the jungle, like a lot of time it's better to just push lane and then go with your team.
End up just
Creed, I kind of want to pivot to coaching me, but I also do want to still play solo queue, but I do want coaching to be a part of my identity. That's why I coach a lot. It would have been so much easier stuff on Twitter.
Bot, and then we could have worked together.
Yep.
I think
you steal it, so it like works out.
I mean,
Okay, and then we go to the next dragon. Like even so, they get this dragon. Let's look if there's any way. Let's look at their dragon. They got the dragon before that. Let's look at the other dragon. Let's see if there's any way to get this dragon. So here before it's spawning. Let's go before it's spawning. So how's jungle looking? Let's look 20. Let's look 20. I mean, 30 is okay, but let's look 20. So let's, wait, is this 20? Could you look at, open the objective timers? Click to the little eyeball at the bottom left. Objective timers at the bottom. Oh, this is 20. Interesting. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit more. Okay, so let's look at the waves. How are the waves? How's midwave? Midwave, I mean, you could brute force midwave, probably. Just brute force midwave. Bot, someone's gonna have to collect this and you have Malzahar ult. I think either works, to be honest. You could just go brute force mid and walk through the jungle. Or you could, but I think bot lane is slightly better because Malzahar can just press ult on someone, right? And just Milio is also positioned here. And your Yunar can just play safe mid. You could spam ping your Milio to come with you bot side, and then Malzahar can ult, especially at this point, right? As soon as you see TF here, like this is guaranteed, like this is the better option. Before it's hard because you don't know if TF's gonna walk bot or maybe he just drops the wave and walks mid, right? Yeah. But even in that case, you could still just push bot wave. So maybe bot is better because the turret's dead, so you can push the bot wave farther. So either way, I think actually bot's better. Because even if TF doesn't show you, you just push the wave into the turret, and then they have to collect it, and you have full prio of their bot side.
I like it.
Yeah, Malzahar ult just guarantees this is a pick, and you can guarantee the dragon.
Yeah, instead I end up trying to fucking sneak it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's 7 to 21. You feel like you have to sneak it, but you don't have to, right? You guys can get a pick and then maybe play number advantage. And even if you don't get the dragon, as long as you get the pick on TF, you could push bot wave and at least get something out of it. Instead of just coin flipping the dragon.
Yeah. Even denying them a wave is...
Yeah, and let's go next dragon.
Better than nothing. This is funny.
So what do we think here?
Earlier? Oh, this is good.
Look at waves in our team.
I actually don't know, because...
I mean, I think you guys should just brute force it. You guys have number advantage. You guys should just brute force it. But, I mean, the second you guys gave vision, it's a bit hard now, to be honest. But I think you guys can just brute force it because you guys have number advantage. Because wait, we can look before because you guys pick TF. That's why it's easy, right? That's why it's brute force because you guys pick TF. So let's look here, right? We should just pick TF on side. This is just free pick for the dragon. Like the second he walks on the next wave, I'm blast coning over and going to kill him.
Yeah.
You know, it kills him for you, but you see how easy it was to brute force because TF was dead. You guys just had number advantage.
Yeah.
Like now you guys are just able to brute force it. So you want, like, in a game where you're behind, you need to find better ways to access dragon or maybe find a number advantage. Because if you just try to brute force the dragon, you're just going to either depend on the enemy messing up or you just like 10% chance stealing.
Yeah.
So, like, this was like less than a 5% of the chance of you winning this game, where it could have been like a 40% if you just kept playing for those picks.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, fuck, bro. There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn.
I think that was good. That was a good review.
I think so as well. I think it's some really solid things that I need to employ in my game.
Mm-hmm. Any questions?
I feel like my brain's...
It's a lot, right? I mean, I'll have the VOD up. Oh, you're in UK, right?
Yeah.
So I'll have the VOD up, so you can go back. I mean, the VODs only last I think 2 weeks or something because Twitch made it so they last shorter.
Yeah.
So the VODs only last like 2 weeks. You can go back to the VOD whenever. I don't know. You could also like clip whatever you want, I guess, or like record it. I don't know if you want to save it for whatever. If you need to remember for later or something. So
yeah, probably have another look through, to be honest, at some point.
All right.
Probably have another look through the stream and see what I can in like a week and see if anything's stuck and see if I've forgotten anything. But nah.
Appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Good luck when you play.
Thank you, bro. Take care.
Bye. Yo, WVOD, that was a good VOD. That was a good VOD. I think learning how to play objectives and creating, like, playing from behind like that is super important. I think that was a good VOD. I think there's a lot for people to learn from that. So you're saying because your team's low damage and high utility, you don't know what to do?
Yeah, like I kind of struggle.
I mean, yeah, your champ is really hard to kill 5 people, I'm gonna be honest. So it is a bit hard, but if you're strong enough, you can do it. So let's see. First thing when you load into the game, you should just always have like a game plan, like what you're thinking as soon as you load in, because the game starts very fast, especially this season. If you don't have a game plan, you're gonna be late, or you're gonna you're just gonna be late. So you want to think as the game's loading in what you want to do, so you can play accordingly. So what's your game plan?
When I loaded in, I just kind of assume, TF and Ornn gonna be in uninteractive lanes. I'm thinking MF's gonna be, the way to win the game. But things don't really go. Whenever I guess like she goes down to kill or something like that, gets solo killed, I get lost.
So if MF is losing lane, you don't really know how to like get her back in the game.
Yeah, there you go.
See, so I know you might want to ignore top because it's a tank lane. Jace is actually, Ornn has a lot of gank set up, and as a jungler, I think you should kind of always think about where is the easiest kill. So you shouldn't necessarily ignore top just because it's a tank, because he has decent CC, so Jace could be easy kills. I don't think you should path there though, because I think early game it's kind of hard to kill him. He has phase rush and flash, so there's never really a world you're going to be able to kill him early unless he's completely inting. So I think you should still path bot, but I wouldn't completely ignore top. Like once Ornn gets 6, like Jace is pretty easy to kill. Mid lane, Galio's tanky, but you guys are split AD AP, so if he builds MR, you are going to shred him, and TF has gold card. So it's pretty easy kills. Bot lane, I would probably just path into bot to make sure my bot lane can play, but their bot lane's pretty hard to kill. It's Tristana with her, her jump and her ult, and then Lulu has shielding and ult and stuff. So I would still path bot just to make sure they can play, but it's not really where I'm looking to get kills. Where I'm looking to get kills is probably through mid and in the jungle, because if you invade Ekko, it's probably winning for you, I think, and you also have TF ult to follow. I mean, so do they with the Galio ult, but that's probably what I'm looking through, is playing through mid lane. Because I think also if you play through mid lane, and TF can ult bot, I think that's also good.
How do I look for it besides like tracking? Obviously, like more so like invading times, like
I mean, yeah, you should be able to track him based off your camps. Let's say you both path top to bot. If you're on Krugs, he's gonna be on Grub. If you're on Raptors, he's gonna be on Wolves. Like generally, right? If he skips, or let's say you guys both full clear towards bot, and then you guys both recall, he ganks top when you're on Krugs. Now you have a tempo advantage on, or like an advantage on him, because he spent time ganking top where you're on Krugs. So by the time you're on Raptors, he's gonna be on Grump, right? So that means you can actually run to his Raptors and take these when he's on Wolves, and you can actually take his Raptors. So you can kind of track him based on like what camp you're on to know what camp they're on. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
But like, let's say you're Ekko and you gank top, and the enemy has like a camp advantage on you and can evade you here. You should know that, and as the Ekko, you should either skip your Grump or Wolves, skip one of the camps just to match Ekko, and be here on the Raptors when he would. So he can't just take them. And you'd usually probably skip your Grump, because you want to skip the outside camp, because that way you can keep your camps in sync more. So you usually want to skip like outside camps if you are going to skip a camp. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to reply to Twitch chat real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if, sorry, go. I'm doing coaching, so if I respond late, that's why. But if you are gold in 6 months, it's very good. This game is super hard. It's been out for like 15 years, 16 years now. So everyone is so good at the game because they just have years playing. Even like iron players are probably, okay, maybe not iron, but like even bronze, silver players are better than like platinum players were back in the day. Like the game has improved so much. So if you can get gold in 6 months, that's insane. If you can get diamond in a year, then you can get challenger, in my opinion. But gold is really good in 6 months. So, and if you can get gold, you probably have the skills to get diamond, to be honest. I think. If you like put in the work to get better. I don't know if you want to get diamond, or if you even care to get diamond, but if you do, I think you can get diamond because you got gold in 6 months. So. Alright, I'm back. Okay, we can play. Something I learned from playing in Korea. I was playing in Korea for a bit. People always cheese in Korea. So I learned it's best to just make sure you can't get cheesed. Because if you're the better jungler, like, you'll win more games than not as long as you don't get cheesed, right? Because if you can have an equal game with the enemy jungler, you should probably win. The only way they can get advantage is just running here level 1, right? So, what I like to do is if I'm starting top side, I'll ward my blue side to make sure I don't get cheesed.
The ward I put down here, I put down pretty much every single time.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Like Raptors.
Hmm?
Just to see if one
Minions have
ward's
spawned.
there, or if enemy jungle's going.
So are you only doing this because you're starting blue, or if you start red, you still do this?
Because I'm starting blue.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, you want to ward opposite side to make sure you don't get cheese, for sure. What's the reason for you starting to lose this game though?
Mainly in my clear, I don't know if I need, practice tool clears, but if I start red and path down, I end up losing both scuttles like 310, 315 clear time.
Maybe you need to practice tool clear, because I don't think there's any jungler that clears that slow besides maybe Silas. Also, like, it's not worth to clear somewhere because of your clear speed. Because if you're pathing into a lane you shouldn't be pathing into, it's just really bad for the game. You can literally lose a game by pathing into the wrong side. So, I don't think it's worth to path top. Like I said, top is gankable, but I don't think you should path to this lane because I think playing towards top side early is bad. I think playing there once you get level 6, once Ornn gets level 6 is fine. But that doesn't mean you need to path top. So, but I think you need to go and practice tool and practice, because like let me look up clear time. Maybe it won't be updated, but let's see. Sahen, jungle, red, blue, clear. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find the video.
Very good. I feel like my blue start.
And do you double smite or one smite?
It depends. I guess if I try to see.
Like if you're red to blue?
Trying to double smiting? Yeah. If I'm starting red, I double smite.
Dude, I need to find 26.3. Do you know when the nerfs were to Zahen E was at 26.3?
0.6.
Oh, it's 0.6?
Yeah.
Maybe it is slow actually. Okay, this guy has
finding a lot of like Zahen,
yeah. Okay, his clear actually is slow, I guess, because even the like best clear on YouTube is 253, which is really late. But at least you get to Scuttle before it spawns. And that's one smite. So you could 2 smite and get there probably 250. So I don't know, that seems super slow for the best clear though. But I still think you shouldn't path always blue side just because of the clear speed. To be honest, because even if you lose Scuttle, it's fine. You shouldn't be able to get double scuttled. If your clear is that slow, you need to practice it. But you shouldn't be able to get double scuttled.
Gotcha. I'll write that down.
So I would practice clear. Because like you're essentially creating a 50-50 game where you're pathing to the correct side based on which side you're spawning, right? So,
yeah.
So you're just putting yourself at detriment in some games because of that. So first checkpoint, we're never level 2 ganking, but like level 3 gank could be optional. I mean, it's very unlikely because like breaking first full clear before you get upgraded smite's pretty bad, but it's always an option and you always want to look for it every game. But it has to be like like 80% or more, I think, for it ever to be worth. And this does not look like 80% or more, so we're just gonna full clear. And then when you're doing raptors or crossing through mid, you look top. Should you sprint here? And again, it should be like an 80% or even 90% maybe even for this one. Because like at least for mid lane, if you're walking through mid, it's like not that bad because you're still walking where you want to go. It is still bad because like let's say where's Ekko? Okay, he's bot lane, I guess, which is really weird. But let's say Ekko sees you walking through mid, he might invade you on your red side because of that. Because he I don't know, he can see your HP or he can see like your clear speed, stuff like that. So it's not as bad as going top because at least you're walking towards your raptors. But for the top lane one, if you want to skip these camps to go gank top, it needs to be like a guaranteed like 90% or more play.
Okay.
Because if you like drop these camps and don't get level 4, it's really bad. But if you get this kill, it's like obviously you got to kill and you help Ornn's lane, right? So that's good. But it needs to be worth going. But it doesn't look worth, so we're just gonna full clear. We saw Ekko bot. We're not gonna invade here unless if we can get guaranteed 2 camps, and that would mean he'd have to like still be here hitting the wave. If he's recalling, we can never take this because we can only get blue buff, and it's not worth it. So we're just gonna full clear, and then because he ganked bot, we know we have a timer advantage on him, so he can only be level 3 on the Scuttle fight. So that we got to think, does that change anything? It's a bit hard because they have top shove, so you might still lose the fight here even though Ekko's level 3 because they have top shove. If you have neutral lane or you have shove, because he's level 3, you would just straight up sprint into his blue side and fight him.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when he ganks bot like this, you can't always do anything right away. It depends on, you know, several factors about lanes. But even if you don't invade right now or get Scuttle right now, you should be able to get some advantage because he's always going to be late somewhere else because of it. So you should be looking to try to get an advantage somewhere else because your camps are also going to be respawning faster. So even if you don't invade on the first clear, on your second clear when your raptors respawn faster, you can even just like invade his gromp or something because you'll have like a level advantage, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So there's these small windows in jungle that you want to be looking for to punish people. And so like I don't know if you were, I mean you were here for the other coaching, right? How I said, or maybe I said in this coaching, but oh that was this coaching. I said you track based off like the camps you're on, right? So he ganked bot and recalled and ran out. So you can think of him ganking bot as one camp timer, and then him recalling and running out as 2 camp timers. So you're on Krugs,
Okay.
which means he's gonna be on Gromp, and he still has to finish this because of the time it spent for him to gank bot and to recall and run here. So now you can kind of track.
Can't behind.
Yes, you can always track where he is because of that. So since you're on Krugs, he's gonna be on his Gromp, and then he's still doing blue when you're doing Scuttle. You can even just run into his blue side and fight him if you want. Maybe Jace doesn't walk. If you think you can kill him in time, then you can go for it. If you think you can't kill him in time, you won't go for it. Depends on the matchup. Like if you're, I don't know, Nefiri into like a Nefiri into Vi or something, like you can just invade her because Nefiri has so much damage, you can one-shot her before Jace can even come. But for Zehen, I don't think you have enough damage to one-shot him, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the matchup.
Pretty close.
Yeah. But you get this Scuttle guaranteed because he's only level 3. Wow, it's actually so slow. 303, even blue side.
Yeah.
Oh. So you get lucky that Ekko's, you know, ganked bot because you actually get Scuttle even though your clear is so slow. But I think you need to work on your clear because you're going to get double Scuttle a lot of games just because of your clear speed. So, and also if you had a faster clear speed, you could have just invaded him here. You could have just ran here. And you would know this is guaranteed because he ganked bot. So, and also if you had faster clear speed, you'd be on his raptors on spawn. So you see how it's just important to have a faster clear speed?
Yeah.
So you could have done a lot of things. You could have taken his blue. You could have ran here, stuff like that.
So I kind of just lost any tempo advantage I would have had. Huh?
Yeah, you had an advantage, but he didn't get punished because you just cleared so slow, and you actually end up dying here too because of the clear speed. So that'll be fixed from practicing clear. So we don't need to harp on that. I think you shouldn't get the spot Scuttle though. So, Ekko, I mean, I guess you don't know. I mean, you don't see him cross through mid, right? So I guess he could still be wrapping around like, dude, I hate the maps. They're so buggy. I don't know how to fix it. It's so buggy. I guess Ekko could be wrapping around here like he is, right? Because his raptor is spawning. But I think you should still run here to check if Scuttle's up. Because if he doesn't recall, you have item advantage here, right? You have double longsword dagger. And if he doesn't recall and you are here, you just win. So I think you shouldn't be giving this, to be honest. It is a bit hard because they have shove, bot, and mid. But I think you shouldn't just fully give this. If he ends up getting it because they have mid or bot shove, it is what it is. But I think just fully give this, you shouldn't. But it's not the end of the world. Level 1 Scuttle is like the worst camp in the game, so. But the thing about that is actually 2 full clears and 2 Scuttles gets you level 6. So if you did take this and you full cleared again, you'd be level 6 way faster than he can ever get level 6 because you already took this one, right? So
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you could look for something off your level 6 spike somewhere. So they have a ward on you. That's actually unlucky.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ekko's doing. He's wasting so much time. So it's 4 minutes and he's essentially only recalled once. He wasted a bunch of time ganking bot and now he's just sitting here. So if you had like faster clear, you'd be like so far ahead of him right now. If you took this and this, you'd be so far ahead of him. Like stuff like this, like I know you see Bard and Ekko fighting, but as a jungler, you don't really want to waste time, especially early game. Every second you waste is just like it compounds because the longer you wait to take this camp, the longer it's gonna take to respawn. And then the next time you fight it, it's gonna take even longer to respawn the next time too. So especially for your first 2 and 3 clears, you want to be on your camps on spawn unless if there's something guaranteed. To me, like I'm looking here, this like it looks like nothing, right? Like Ekko's just gonna walk away. He's gonna proc his passive, he's just gonna walk away. And like
so,
also
unless I have a guaranteed kill on him.
yeah. Or like they're forcing on your bot lane. Like I guess Misfortune's wave is pretty bad, but Ekko's also just a Dark Seal. He's so weak. And like I'm also seeing this and I'm thinking, okay, Ekko still hasn't recalled. He's on Dark Seal. He's gonna need to recall. If I just take these, I'm so far ahead of him because he's wasting so much time being here. But the second you walk down here, you're like wasting your time too. You're not actually getting a lead off of him inting.
Okay.
So if the enemy makes a mistake and wastes their time, it's so like it's like how do I say it? If he wastes time and you don't waste time, you get like 2 times the speed. You know what I mean? Because you're like twice as far ahead of him because he's wasting time and you're not wasting time. You're like accelerating your camps and he's not accelerating his camps. So it's just like it's like 2 times. So it's like that's why it's super important to just stay on tempo, especially when they do stuff like this. So
what's a good way to recognize, I guess, whenever like it's worth to stop my camp?
I mean, you just gotta be, it's hard. It's kind of just like, you gotta be able to press tab and like, be like, is my Misfortune in danger? And the second I see Ekko having a Dark Seal, I'm like, no, she's fine. To be honest. So. If Ekko's like full item here, or not full item, but if he's like, has a Hextech Alternator, because he has 1,000 gold, if he recalled and bought a Hextech Alternator, or like 2 Amp Tomes, then I'd probably be, and he already like had cleared these, then I'd be bought, because he has no reason to leave. But right now, Ekko, he does not want to stay. He has 1,000 gold, and his top camps are respawning, right? So he doesn't want to stay. So in that case, I would just full clear. But if Ekko had, let's say he'd taken these 2 and he'd recalled and come bot, you need to stay. Because he has no reason to not stay. And then your bot lane's wave is screwed. So you would need to stay in that case.
Okay.
And help them push the wave out. So. But yeah, if you just full clear here, especially since he's wasting time, you could even find a window to maybe invade him on his wolves. It's a bit risky because I think he can get there in time. But you can maybe look for it. We can see like how long this lasts and then go from there. But at least if you're hitting your camps and getting them accelerated, that's good. That's a bit of a blunder. So I think if you can get your speed up, that would help a lot, because you can see how like just even small increases in your speed would help so much. Because like if you had cleared these camps faster first clear and second clear, you could already be on his wolves with him being here, and you could be taking these, and then this is spawning, and this is spawning too, and you could take this. See how every little like, yeah, you see how like every little second of speed matters.
Yeah.
And then those 2 camps, I mean it's not even 2 camps because you're also taking your raptors, but those 2 camps you take is going to turn into like a 2-level lead eventually, because he's going to walk here later and he's going to see they're gone. First of all, he's going to get tilted. Second of all, he's going to try to go for some coin flip play because he has nothing else to do. He might end up dying. And third of all, you take these camps, you recall, you have item advantage, and then the next time these recall or respawn, even if he's on here on spawn, you just fight him anyways. Unless if obviously your mid laner's dead or something, but you would just fight him here anyways, even if he's here, because you are up a level and a lot of items. So it's like every little advantage you can get snowballs super hard in jungle, especially early game. If you take 1 camp after your first item, it's not as bad. But if you take 1 or 2 camps early game, especially if you're not wasting time on your jungle, it's so good. You get so far ahead and it snowballs super hard. But you got to be able to find those windows to invade. Thanks for a follow, Kafkito. Okay. So I want you to try to practice tracking people. Maybe you could go into your VODs and do this more. But you should know these are up because he did Raptors, Krugs, bot gank, and then Wolves Grump. And then he did Raptors again, ganked bot. You know these are up because he could have never taken them, right? Especially since your top camps are up. Like it's pretty easy to track. If you know your top camps are up, his top camps are probably up because you both path the same way. So you should just know these are up and just be sprinting here. And if you can get good at tracking enemy jungle camps, you can get massive leads. So I want you to practice that. If you can go into some of your other VODs and practice that.
Okay, and that's mainly learned through like watching VODs and kind of just seeing how they move compared to what I do.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can learn how you can find these small windows to like find even like 5 sec, like even like a 5-second window to invade. When you get so good at tracking, you can find those small windows to invade. Like let's say you're on your Krugs 5 seconds faster. I mean, let's say you have the same clear speed, because I know Zahin doesn't. But let's say you have the same clear speed. You being 5 seconds faster on your Krugs than his Grump means you're 5 seconds faster on your Raptors than his Raptors. You can even find a window where you could invade this before he gets here, off that 5-second window, stuff like that.
Okay.
So like when you get so good at tracking, you can even find these small windows where like you're taking these raptors as he's walking in and you smite it as he like gets in this bush. And people get that good at tracking where they can do stuff like that. So it's like one of the biggest ways you can like just solo win a game. Perry Jungle Discord earlier, were you were you the Ekko guy in the Diana Discord? Like the Diana channel? Let me go back. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything bot. I'd probably just set my camps. I don't think you can force dragon, so I would just set my camps here. I think here, like, you know, Ekko's bot side, so I'd be scared of him ganking, and my wolves aren't spawning in 28. So I'd probably take this and then maybe leave my Grump up and make sure my bot can get their wave in here, because I think Ekko's on red buff right now, but I think there's a good chance he could just be in this bush right now. But I probably would skip my Grump. Because okay, so like your blue is up, which means his red's up, right? That's like basically
Yes.
by, you know, it's a little different because he started Raptor, so his spawn's a little bit later, but essentially you could say since your blue is up, his red's up, so you should know he's on his red. You can track off this. It's it's the easiest way to track. So you know he's on his red, which means he's bot side, right? He's seeing this wave and he's gonna want to gank, so you need to think to yourself, what does Ekko want to do? Like if you're Ekko and you look bot here, you're gonna run here, no?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So if you know that, you need to skip your Grump and like be here, because if you're in this bush and Ekko ganks, or if you're in this bush and Ekko ganks, it's like pretty good if you counter gank. You could even maybe be in this bush before he gets there and like wait for him to face check you, chunk him to half HP, and then force dragon. Because if he face checks you here and he's level 5, maybe he gets 6 off this. Yeah, he gets 6 off this actually, so it's a bit scary. You get 6 too actually though, off of your blue. So you'll be level 6 here, he'll be level 6. You chunk him to half HP here, and then because he's half HP, maybe you could force dragon. Or maybe your bot lane get I can't talk. Your bot lane gets to push this wave in because you chunked as Ekko, right?
Yeah.
So I just think hitting your camps here, it's like you're kind of just screwing your bot lane. But I think that's just an issue because you weren't able to track Ekko. So like a lot of these things so far have just been, if you were able to track the enemy jungler and punish him or counter him, that would help a lot so far. Aside from clear speed too. So far clear speed and tracking jungler, and you would completely gap this Ekko this game. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Ekko runs bot. He's actually taking 10 years to do his red. I'm actually surprised. So actually, I guess you were able to do your Grump before he takes it, which is surprising. But I guess it's not that bad, but hopefully you're at least able to just counter that. Okay, so you're here for the counter. It's not that bad. Okay, well, you shouldn't, I mean, your Bard wants to go in. This is kind of bad, because like I said, counter ganking's better as a jungler, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're here to counter gank Ekko, it's not bad, but when you guys go in and Ekko counter ganks you and MF's here, like 1 HP, and now it's pretty rough. I think you guys end up dying here probably. Oh, Galio ult. That is depressing. It's just mid gap, bro. Your mid. How does your mid not have ult? What did he ult? Did he ult back to lane?
He might have.
Oh my god, I think he ulted back to lane. Wait, he ulted bot. Oh. Oh, we ulted bot and got nothing. Okay, well, that's unlucky. Honestly, okay, I also think... I think it's partially your fault too, but I also think it's kind of just mid-gap. Galio just ult spot. It's a bit sad, but I also think you should not be going in there because you should know Ekko's bot. And the second you go in there with MF being 1 HP, it's a bit rough.
So if I know Ekko's probably in the same area as well, I'd want to wait for him to make the first move.
Yes, like if you skipped your Grump and were in that bush and he face checks you, you could chunk it. But the second you do Grump and you're you know later, and then you also portal in and he just counter ganks you, now you're screwed.
Yeah, did it to me.
Yeah. So, but if you're waiting in the bush and Ekko uses his full combo trying to gap close on Misfortune, and she could like flash heal or something, and then you counter gank, you could maybe kill, because they're gonna use everything to try to jump in. Tristana's gonna W in, Ekko's gonna W in, stuff like that. I mean, you guys probably don't end up winning it because of Galio ult, I'm gonna be honest. But I think going in yourself is a mistake.
Yeah, think in my head, in the situations, I'm thinking I could probably take an extended fight since they're a little low.
Yeah.
And I can, you know, be faster. The Galio kind of
Yeah, it makes it a bit hard to play these fights because of Galio ult. Honestly, you gotta just respect every fight with Galio ult, like as long as it's up. You gotta only take the fight if you know you win, even if Galio ults. Makes it a bit hard. It's another reason why like going in first is kind of bad, because then Galio can always react. Whereas if you counter gank Ekko, it's harder for, I think, Galio to ult in, I think. I mean, if he face checked you here, you could have chunked him completely without Galio ulting. But I think that's also a hard thing to like, that's like a very small window where you could have gotten that bush, so. Okay, so here you should know Scuttle's up, because you did both you saw both Scuttles, so you have the timer on this. You should know this is up. He just did Dragon. You always want to start with outside camps into inside camps. So even if you don't want to take Grubs, or even if you don't want to invade his Grump, you should at least take Scuttle here, because
so like on a return, it's better to start outside, like Scuttle or Grub?
Yes, because if you take your camps, there's a good chance Ekko had just recalled and is running straight to Scuttle, but you would have already taken it by then. But if you do your Krugs, Raptors, Red, I mean, you don't even need to your Red. Even if you do your Krugs and Raptors, by the time you do your Krugs and Raptors, the Scuttle's already gone. So
yeah,
you want to take that first because it's the most risky of getting taken. So same thing when you're invading. Like, let's say you're invading his entire top side. You want to start with Wolves and then go Grump, because that way you do the riskiest one first and then kite out. Because if he starts coming and you're doing Grump, you could always just kite it out. It's a lot easier to kite out. But if you're on Wolves and he starts coming, you're like deep in their jungle, right? So you're kind of cooked. So you want to start with the riskiest one, which is Scuttle right now, and then work your way to your jungle. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
I'm just writing this down.
Because also, like, even if you're not talking about it like riskiness, if you do your camps and then do Scuttle, it also just desyncs your camps and feels bad, right?
Yeah.
So, also don't feel forced to do Grubs here, because a lot of junglers will think they have to get Grubs just because they lose Dragon. That's not the case. Grubs is really bad this season. You should only take it if, one, your jungler, like, or your champ completely like one-shots Grubs, which is not a lot of champions, or two, you have literally nothing else to do, because almost any other camp is just better than Grubs.
Okay, so like, let's say he was on Grubs, it's better to just go Wolves than try to contest.
Yeah, and you see how now you did your red side and like this Scuttle's scary because Ekko's here. I mean, he should have been here earlier, to be honest. But like, if you had gone Raptors to Krugs or Raptors to Scuttle, he's just gonna kill you because he's walking there right now. Like, you'd just be dead. This should be gone though. And you'd also have full vision of him right now is another thing too. You'd have vision of the Grubs, which isn't a big thing, but it's something to add on, right? And you'd be able to see him here. You'd be able to see him walking, and like, I mean, you kill Jace anyways, but you'd at least know. Okay, now you know he's here.
So like here, I ended up finishing Grubs, but would it have been better to just concede it and go do my camps, or is...
No, at this point it's fine to take, because one Grub is worth like a full camp of XP. Okay. You don't have to take both, but I'd probably just take both anyways. Might as well, like, you know, you're probably just gonna recall and go bot anyways. So I'd probably just take both, and then I don't... The problem is, actually, if you take both, I don't know if you can get Scuttle. So I might just take one. Because I think if you go for both, it's hard to get Scuttle, because by then Jace is gonna be coming out. And if Ekko wants, he could stay and wait for Jace and then fight you on Scuttle. So, like, maybe you should just take one and then Scuttle. Because I don't think you can get all three of these. Because your champion doesn't have the best clear, right? So...
Yeah, I mean, not until I, like, get my first, like, component. Like, either Phage or Longswords.
Capito, outside camp, I was talking about, like, whatever's the farthest. But outside camp is also, like, Krugs and Grump is outside camp, so... I was talking Twitch chat. Sorry, what were you saying?
I mean, obviously it feels a little better once I get like better components, like a Phage.
Yeah.
3 Longswords.
Okay, so at this point it's like not that bad.
Yeah, at this point it's not that
bad. Okay. But I also still think your Grubs clear is not that good as like a Brand or Lilia or Diana, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
I just think, I don't know, maybe I don't play enough to hand, but I think doing all three of these camps or doing these 2 grubs before Scuttle gives Ekko enough time to wait for Jace to come out, is what I think.
Okay.
And also, if you do grubs and then contest Scuttle, even if Jace doesn't come and Ekko tries to 1v1 you, it's a hard fight. And it forces Ornn to stay when he wants to recall, which is kind of a bit sad, right? Like, he wants to recall right now, and if he's forced to stay, it's like really bad for him. So you also got to think about your laners too, not just you, because you're like kind of forcing Ornn to stay right now by doing this. So, I mean, Ekko actually ends up taking Scuttle anyways, so you don't have to worry about it. Default spot. Okay, so we catch mid wave. Good. Okay, so the second I see Ekko top here, I'm just putting in his jungle. Even though it's hard to know that these Raptors are up, I think it's like he spent so much time top. You should just assume at least something's up here.
I should have known.
To be honest,
Yeah.
you should just check. Even if you don't take this camp, like let's say this camp's going, you could still just at least drop a pink here. Because you have a pink ward.
Yeah.
So I think you should at least look for something. Even if you weren't to get anything. At least looking's always good when you have downtime. Because like you have a little bit of downtime. This is 44 seconds. By the time you take these 2, this is still gonna be like 15 seconds left. So, or maybe 10. So I think you have a little bit of downtime where you could at least look here. There's really no reason not to walk there, to be honest. I also think, well, actually TF has TP. He's not TPing. Yeah, you should just push one more wave, I think. To be honest.
Okay.
It's a bit hard because like maybe TF would TP. If he doesn't TP, you should just push. It's like not only could you have walked here, but if you hover this wave and he doesn't TP, you just push the wave and then walk to Raptors, and that's a lot of gold. And like it sounds like something small, but if you do this consistently, and if you had taken these other camps, that's how you get like 50 CS leads at 10 minutes. So it builds up, and then again off of that small lead, and it's not really small because at 10 minutes, if you do that consistently, you'd have like a 50 CS lead. But off every small lead, you get like massive leads by being able to force more leads from that. If that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Like having a 1 level lead off of this maybe means you could fight him on his Krugs, stuff like that. So, or you get your ult faster, you get level 11 faster for the level 2 ult, you get your item spike faster, stuff like that. Okay, I was checking if you have item. I don't think you have item. I think it's super expensive, right?
Yeah.
You have item? I don't think you do. Wait. This is 1200. This is 1100. 3300. This is 250. Or, sorry. 2300. 2550. Wait, I think you actually have it. Wait, 3850. Yeah, you have it. Because the jungle starting item is 450. Plus controller 75. Yeah, you should have it.
It would have been better to reset for item.
I mean, their bot lane's... Well, actually, did she W in? I wasn't really paying attention. If you W's in, you should look for this, yeah. I mean, yeah, if she W's in, you should look for this. But you should just understand that you have item advantage and, like, don't overchase anything and just, like... Okay, well, the second she's walking away, you don't overchase.
Okay.
Like, if you can get a play, then sure, but, like, the second she starts walking away... especially since you have like no gap close, you have no ult or flash, your only gap close is your E, which is like a lot of your damage. I think the second she's like this far, I think you just back off. It's hard though because your Bard might keep chasing, but like you have item here, you recall with item and try to do whatever else you want when you have item spike. Whenever you have item spike, you should be looking to recall. Obviously if someone ints, you should kill them, but you should always be looking to recall when you have item spike. What's up, Cellular? We're at 750 right now. It's a new peak. We're really close to Grandmaster again, so it's been really nice. Alright, so I think you guys just overchase and Ekko counter ganks is what happens.
Yeah, here I think we win.
You guys killed Tristana, so it's chill, I guess. Galliwells. I mean, you traded TF for Galliwell. I think it's worth it because I think Galliwell makes it really hard for you to play. So actually, this isn't that bad. You traded 1 for 1, and you got Galliwell, which I think is just better than TF ult. So it's not that bad. But now, like, you need to just like focus on getting your item. I think this play's over. You guys have no damage to kill these guys at all. Like, it's Lulu shield, Ekko, Well, Ekko has no ult, but Lulu shield, Galio's very tanky. Ekko has, you know, I don't think you guys ever kill this, so I think you should just be playing for your item. Like you could have recalled at the when does Galio ult? Right here, I'm clicking away, and I'm recalling. At 11:30, I'm recalling. Let's see how long it takes. Yeah, and you could have already been, if you wanted blue, you would already have item right now running out, by the way. Because it takes 8 seconds to recall, 11:38, you'd already be hitting this. I mean, you would have already been on your top camps, actually probably already cleared with Krugs and on your Raptors right now. But if you wanted your blue, you'd be hitting this already with your item. And then you could even look for a bot gank with your item. You could look for a red invade with your item. Because if you want to just, when you have that spike, you need to just get that spike so you can impact the map. And now it's going to feel weird because you have item and you're going to have to be fighting again. So, I mean, I actually still don't think you win this. Actually, maybe you do win this with item. You have ults. Maybe. It's very hard. I don't even think you should be fighting this, to be honest. They're all full HP. But you could easily have your item here, is the thing. Oh, MF. Oh, MF cooked him with her ult. Wait, you would have 100% won this with your item, I think. Actually, iffy. I don't know. Ekko was there to counter gank. But I'm wondering if you have your item, if, like, anything goes differently. But I think you could have, if you have item, maybe you could flash ult, and then, I don't know, it's hard. But yeah, at least you should have your item here is the thing.
I feel like being ulted there, I should have just ended it, right?
Yeah, as soon as you get ulted away, it's kind of hard to keep chasing, so. Okay. Whew. So this dragon spawning, you guys do not win 3v3. So what are we looking for to get an advantage? Let's see. What do we have? Okay.
Jungle, right?
You should what?
I should be looking for his jungle if we can't get this drag.
No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm saying maybe you can look for a pick or something to get the dragon advantage, and if you can't, then yeah, you're looking for some other gold advantage if you think they're gonna do dragon. So TF kills Tristana, so Tristana's dead. Lose 1 HP recalling, so I think you could just click the dragon, to be honest. I don't even think you need to like do anything. I think you just click the dragon. You have a window. I was saying maybe it's hard to do this dragon because they have advantage, but I mean Tristana just got killed by TF and lose 1 HP, so this dragon's just yours. And if you gank mid here, if you don't kill, the Tristana's gonna recall and contest you on dragon. I mean, you killed Galio, so maybe you guys can still do the dragon because Galio's dead. Number advantage. So Galio's dead. You need to take that window to take dragon. It's because you guys had a 3v4 and now it's going to be a 4v4. So now you guys aren't touching this dragon. And if you try to fight the dragon, you're just going to be playing down numbers. So.
I see.
Yeah. This fight's over. Should not be walking here. We should 3v1 here. There's nothing you can do here. MF's 1 HP and this guy's TPing and you can't do anything. Were you gonna say something?
More so like that's one of like the blunders here, right? Where I go to clear instead of picking drag.
Yeah, you should have done dragon because that's your window to do dragon. If you don't do dragon there, they're gonna get second dragon when you guys should have had the dragon. You had you had 2 windows there to do dragon where Tristana was dead and Galio was dead, and you just hit your camps, which you would have been able to hit anyways after dragon. Or even if you aren't able to hit your camps after dragon, the dragon's worth more, and you just go hit your top camps. Because again, you already have items, so like you shouldn't value your camps so much after you have first item. I mean, you still should value your camps and you should still hit your camps. But if you have another play, you should always go for the other play, I think. Obviously not a forced coin flip play, but like that dragon's just guaranteed, to be honest. So see how now your only options to hit top camps because you can't fight this dragon. Like that dragon was yours and you could have got your top camps anyways, but now your only option is to hit top camps. I mean, I guess you have another option to take his camps. Top is not diveable. I don't think you guys have enough damage to just dive Chase, to be honest. He's full HP, so just need to see those windows and be able to punish them. And again, here we're running to a fight that looks like it's already over. Our MF's dead and our Bard's already getting jumped on. You're just walking here hoping that someone's gonna like make a mistake and overchase and like dive you or whatever. Like you should be hitting the Scuttle. You should be hitting his Gromp, hitting your Krugs, whatever, either one.
I I just value my tempo more than teammates dying.
Wait, let me turn you up. Let me turn you up. What do you say?
I should value tempo a lot more than I guess teammates.
It's not really
teammates
tempo. It's
didn't
more
make
so
enough
this play is just you can never interact in this play, right? Like if this play's playable, like that earlier bot gank where you had item but the bot play looked gankable, and then it looked not gankable because they walked away, right? But if the play looks playable, then you can go for it, right? Like I'm not saying to screw your team, but this fight does not look playable at all. Your MF's dead and Bard is already like 1 HP. And like here too, like if you look here too, like when you're walking to mid, like MF's polymorph, she's half HP, she used flash already, she's dead. This guy's TPing in, you can't do anything. You can't find an angle behind Lulu, there's nothing you can do, right? And like here, MF is already dead. I guess your Ornn could TP, maybe if you could TP flank, maybe that's an option. But it's still hard. And Bard's 1 HP, there's just no play here. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not really more about it's not really about the screwing your Bard and playing for tempo. It's more so that this is just not a play. It's just already over before you get here. And then you get chunked to half HP, so now you don't even, I mean, you can still hit your camps because your camps heal you, and like obviously you're not at risk. But now you don't even have to play to like gank top because you're half HP. So you're just forced to recall. And then you're gonna go to the same thing which you were gonna do before, which would just hit your camps, and you could have had these already gone by now, maybe playing for like top Scuttle or whatever. It feels like this entire game, like you're playing from behind. It feels like behind what you should be, I think. And I get it, your champ is still clearing, but I think it's a lot of wasted steps, and you're not punishing Ekko enough, to be honest. So like the only reason he's okay, no, I'm not saying the only reason, but a big reason why he's 6-0 is because he was able to do ganks that weren't good ganks, but then get away with it because you didn't punish him. If he does these ganks and doesn't get punished, then it's good. Yeah. Because like if he does these ganks, yep. If he does these ganks early and you take his camps, he's gonna be super behind. Even if he gets a kill bot and you take his top 2 camps, he's gonna be down so much in XP. But if you don't take his camps, he gets that kill and then gets his camps, he's so ahead. So you really have to punish people when they go for like those ganks. Anytime. A lot of the time when people go for a play on one side of the map, the jungler, you don't want to try to force something because that's not always good too, but a lot of the time you want to try to find a play on the opposite side of the map. And if there's no play, then so be it, but you should at least try to do something. There's usually a lot of give and take in this game.
Gotcha. Just more so recognizing the windows and leaving everything open.
And sometimes they're really tight windows, but that's how you get really good at the game, is finding those tiny windows. Nice, good kill.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So like, I think, I mean, honestly, there's not much you really can do here. I think you should just recall. I know you don't have a lot of gold, but like, I don't see any flank angle. You have no ult, no flash. You can maybe try to do Herald, but the Herald's very risky. Like, I would never click Herald here because if they just click here, you're just dead. So I'm just recalling. Like, I talked to the last person about this, but when you're behind, you need to just be okay with like, okay, we picked Jace. I used my ult for it. Like, you have to use your ult and everything for it, right? Because you guys are behind. You need to just be okay with getting that pick and just like moving on to the next play. Like, you got that pick and you're like, oh my god, we got a kill. I need to go get another kill. But you don't have to. You just take that one pick. Ornn gets to push out top for free. He's going to push out top, maybe get a couple plates. And then they're going to miss all these minions too. Someone's going to have to come top and collect this wave. And then you're going to get number advantage somewhere else. So you just like got to be okay with taking that pick and just playing slow.
Yeah, I think that's where I struggle with, is like those small baby steps.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know nothing, you couldn't have bought anything major and nothing really happened, but like the point is you could have already spent your 1,000 gold and you would just be doing the same thing here, right? But you didn't spend your gold. You just walked around the map for 15 seconds and did nothing, right? Yeah. Like, especially with the new season with home guards, because I think you said you just came back to the game, right? Home guards are super OP.
Yeah.
Home guards are super OP. Like, if you're gonna walk here, you might as well just recall, buy items, and walk here. Because it's literally like 5 seconds slower, but you get your items. So even though it's only 900 gold, it's just worth it just recall. So
Is there a point where it's not worth it to like recall?
if you think like you don't need the components and you want to defend a camp. But I also think you should just recall here too, because I think you can't really defend this camp. I think if they want this camp is theirs. But like, let's say maybe I could find an earlier scenario, but okay, let's say for fun, this is you on the dragon, right? This is you doing the dragon, and Ekko's like up here hitting Scuttle. Okay, I don't want to lose my top side. So if you recall, you're losing your top side because he's going to be able to take this in time. I'm sprinting from this, as long as I'm strong enough to fight Ekko, I'm sprinting straight from this dragon to my Raptors in red buff. Because I don't want to lose my Raptors in red buff. If you recall, he's going to one-shot your Raptors, get on your red buff, and kite your red buff out as you're walking in, he's going to smite it. So in that scenario, if you're strong enough to fight Ekko or push him off, even if you're not strong enough to fight him, sometimes just being there is enough to push him off. If you can push him off, that's worth it to not recall and just be here, to be honest. But if you think you're too weak to defend these, then you should just recall by items and like try to fight him on your red, to be honest. Because if you just run here without items and try to fight him, he's gonna kill you a lot of the time. Yeah. So you gotta understand. Yeah, you gotta be able to understand whether you would win or not. That comes into play. So, because also too, like, if you don't recall by items and he's like fighting here, he could also just kite out and gank your top lane, and then you don't have items, and then maybe you lose the 2v2 because you don't have items. Whereas if you're doing dragon and you recall by items, even if he takes your 2 top camps, you could run out top and gank their top laner or counter gank Ekko's gank and have items for that. So I know it's all hypothetical, but it's just like different scenarios. Yeah, different scenarios, different ways you could play it out, because like the game is so dynamic that even though you could defend these camps, sometimes the better play is not to defend the camps and just recall by items and play for a top gank instead. That might even be better. You know, the game is super dynamic. It's just you gotta be able to. I've been trying to. Sorry. No, you can go ahead. I've been trying to, I guess, learn and pick up Viego, and I'm just kind of scared to full send it in ranked. More so because I feel like I know more of what I can and can't win on Zahin. Yeah. I do notice I have a lot more time to invade because of the faster clear on Viego. Yeah. Invade, look for gank opportunities, counter gank, and not like right here where I'm misstepping and losing out on. So that's what's so good about jungling. You have so many options, but what makes a good jungler is being able to understand which one you want to take, and it all comes down to risk and reward. How risky is a play, and what's the reward for a play? Whereas like if you take these 2 camps, it's low risk, right? But the reward's not that great. Whereas if you recall and run top, the risk might be high, but if you get it, the reward is great. You know, so it's all risk and reward. And even instead of like defending these camps, you could also even recall and run out to his bot side and gank their bot lane from behind. So there's a lot of different things you can do. If like this is respawn, but this is respawning in 30 seconds, instead of defending this, even though you could even run out here when this is spawning in 30 seconds. Ekko can never come here, and then you take these, and then you have pressure on their bot lane, which is better because you don't even care about Ornn, right? Ornn's a tank. He's gonna scale. Maybe it's hard to even gank him, but if you're pressuring their Lulu Tristana, that's kind of OP. Plus you get his boss side. Gotcha. I see. Yeah. So it's all hypothetical, but it's just understanding like the different plays you can make, and understanding it's not even just about the picture right now. You could also play for a play in the future as well. What might be the best play right now might not be the best play in the future. I see. So but yeah, it's all risk and reward and stuff like that, and it's that's what makes jungling fun, because you get better at identifying these things, and sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right, but you can learn from that and then make the correct decision next time. So where were we? Where were we? It was here, right? Because you waste a bunch of time around dragon. Yeah. Then you gank top here. Yeah. You gank top, kill top, and then you waste a bunch of time. Okay, yeah, we're gonna fast forward. Okay, so at this point, I did this with the last guy. So how are you gonna get back into the game? Like, what's your how are you gonna get back in the game from picks or something, right? Usually, or maybe objective fights.
this is where I feel lost. I try to like get a picks like right here. I see I've barred. I want to try to kill Galio here, just kind of
Yeah.
get strong off their mistakes, but I don't know, like, besides capitalizing off their mistakes, how to get back in.
So, I mean, you should be playing around people that are gonna, like, help you in the fight. Like, Bard is... Unless if you're strong enough, Bard is not helping you. Because, like, Bard can only help you so much to, like, set up the kill. If you don't have enough damage to kill him, you're not gonna kill him. And I think you're lacking damage. You're one item, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can... I mean, maybe you can kill Galio here, but it's kind of hard. I think you should be playing around your TF, who has gold card, and around your Ornn, who has, like, a million knockups. You saw how easy it was to kill this Chase here, even though he had flash. Like, you could just be doing that. So you need to identify, like, your MF's losing, so you don't want to play around her, because, like, you only want to play around your ADC when they're winning, so you can get mid-shove and play, like, off that mid-shove and rotate towards sides. Then you play around your ADC, because you also want to protect them for bounty. But your MF's weak, so you're going to leave for mid-wave just to clear the wave, and that's all she's going to do. She's going to be a wave bot, and you're just going to play side and play for picks. Because even if your side laners aren't that strong, if they have ganks or gank setup, like, you could just always play around that gank setup.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, yeah, you're playing around the one person that you shouldn't be playing around, which is Bard. He ults out, unlucky. Oh, wait. Oh, you kill, nice. Yo, it worked. Okay, so we get kill. So now we're seeing a 1600, we recall. Chill. Okay, 2 minutes on dragon, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just gonna keep playing for picks. And then when the objective spawns, you could, you know, you probably do want to fight this because it's third dragon. That's why I kind of wish you got the second dragon, because it'd be a little bit easier where you could give the dragon and play for later, which makes the game a lot easier. Even if you don't have a scaling comp, it's just easier to just have more dragons so you can, you know, give if you want. But you don't really have the option to give because it's third dragon. Obviously, don't lose the game over the dragon, but, like, you do want this dragon. So when the dragon spawns, you're going to try to find a way to get the dragon. Unless if there's a way better play. Like, let's say you can get... Obviously, if you can get Baron over the dragon, that's worth it more. If you could get, like, tier 2, that might be worth more than the dragon. Stuff like that.
Okay.
So if that comes up, that might be worth more. Otherwise, we're going to try to play this dragon, which means you're going to need to try to get a pick, like, 30 seconds before dragon. Because you're not winning a 5v5. Like, let's be real. They're way stronger, right?
Yeah.
So...
Definitely, at that point, that's where I feel kind of more so lost when we're losing skirmishes, losing for like 4-5-5.
I mean, the problem is your MF is bot, your TF's mid, your TF needs to be bot side, and you could be playing bot here, pushing this turret. I think, honestly... after you recall, like, I know you want to hit your top camps, but, like, I think you should just run bot and just play for this turret. Like, TF, like, your MF and Bard are bot, your TF is mid, and your TF could ult... Well, he doesn't have ult, I guess. He has it coming up at 22. But if you run out bot here and you guys play for this turret, you guys could probably even pick Galio. You get turret, pick Galio, push into tier 2. And Orange should just be able to weak side up here, I think.
Okay.
Because, like, you're not going to win the game by just hitting your camps here, I think. I think you need to just run out here and try to play for this turret.
And just more ways to get priority around objectives.
Yeah, it helps for the dragon too, because getting the turret, obviously you have the condition to maybe push through bot for the dragon. But I'm just trying to get as much gold as I can and break open the map. Because I also think whoever touches this wave is just dead. Unless if Tristan and Lulu full sprint down here to defend, like if they have a ward here and they see you, then they might come full sprint. But I think if you just hit this, you're not doing anything. I think you need to just sprint here, to be honest.
Gotcha, I see.
So... Because, like, what did you do? You ran top, took a couple minions, took 2 camps, and recalled. You know?
Yeah,
so,
I didn't get any value from that.
Yeah. And then, okay. We're in here, our bot camps, and, like, nothing's happening, right? You're just hitting camps, hoping someone hits. You want to be actively looking for those, plays. Because, I mean, hitting camps is fine, but... They already have 2 dragons. You can't just sit around hitting camps. You need to play for this turret. If they're 4-man bot, then obviously you can't play for the turret. But you saw 2 mid, you saw 1 top. Like, I think you had MF Bard down here. You should just be playing for this.
Yeah, so like if I did that to go play for the turret, we wouldn't be fighting in my jungle pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because Galio would have been dead. Like, if we go back. Like Galio would 100% be dead here, right? Like you take turret and Galio's just dead. Or you at least get his flash. And then you can push next wave and you guys get like vision in their boss side and then the play is just way easier. And then they have to push out bot wave and they probably can't invade you here.
I see.
So I don't know, it's just like if you pause when you're coming out of base and you look at the map, like I'm just looking like if I take these, I'm just getting 2 camps and nothing else gonna happen. Whereas if I run here, best case scenario, I'm gonna get a turret and a kill in Galio. Or whoever walks here.
Yeah,
like it might not be
that's
Galio, but
everything
whoever
it
walks
works
here.
on.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, when I'm looking at the map there, that's not what I thought of during like in the game. I more so just see.
Yeah, playing side lane is super OP. Like you literally just break open the game because like people aren't good enough at hovering side. Like if you're versus a good jungler is gonna hover here. So then maybe it's a bit harder, or a good support's gonna hover here. But a lot of the time, people are not good enough to hover that. Like so they're gonna be mid wave. Like the support should never be mid here. Lulu should never be mid with Tristana. Tristana can just hit the wave. Lulu should be bot here, hovering Galio on this turret. But a lot of supports aren't going to be like that. It's the thing.
Got you.
Because a lot of junglers and other enemy supports are not going to be good enough to be like, okay, we're diving whoever's on this turret. Like, Tristana does not need help mid. If they have vision in the red side, so Bard can't, like, portal behind Tristana, she can never die.
Yeah.
Lulu does not need to be mid helping her. All she's doing is taking XP from Tristana. Tristana can just push this. The only play you guys have is here. You guys can't kill Jace, you already got the wave in. Their only play is here, so Lulu should be here. But she's probably not going to be here. So I'm just fully sprinting here, playing for the turret and her, and killing Galio or Tristana, whoever comes side. So.
Gotcha. And then we're in a stronger position and I'll die.
Yeah, and then let's say you got turret and killed Galio here. Like Dragon's calling to minute 50, so you're not going to guarantee the dragon off of that. But you get bot prio, and then because Galio dies, you push the bot wave. Tristana or Jace or whoever is going to have to come down here to collect this. And then you get mid shove because someone has to collect this, and you just have number advantage. You get mid shove. You can get vision down here. Maybe you could get a pick off someone in the jungle. Stuff like that. It's like picks are just so OP.
I get you. See.
So OP. But let's see. Maybe there will be a play we could look for before dragon. Do we know Galio has no ult? I forget. I guess he ulted that. Did he ulted that last time, right? When you were... No, wait, when did he ult? Was it when you killed him? Was that when he ulted?
Yeah, it was before that, yeah.
Okay, it was when you killed... Wow, that's a long cooldown. That is crazy. That is a long cooldown. That felt like so long ago. Oh, actually, I guess it doesn't feel that long ago because you would have come out here. Interesting. So I guess you would know that Galio has the ult, yeah. So like this fight, if Galio has ult, it's hard. But the fact that he doesn't have ult, this is actually fine to take, honestly. I'm down for you taking this fight because Galio has no ult. If Galio has no ult, I think you guys can never take this fight. Okay. So you got both bot flashes. You need to be okay with that. I don't know what else happens in this fight. Like, this fight looks hard. I don't know what else happens. But yeah, you got both their bot flashes. The fight should just be over. Because now maybe TF can flash gold cards. Well, actually, I guess he doesn't flash. But even without flash, maybe he can gold card the Tristana or Lulu. And then you guys can one-shot them. Because they have no flashes, right? That was really good. You got both flashes. But at this point, I don't know how you guys continue the fight. You got ulted away. You have no E, no nothing. So, she still has W. So I think you guys are going to overplay this fight. And then you guys are going to die. Yep. Bro, you guys have Bard too. That's even more free. Like, the ADC and support having no flash is so good too because you guys have Bard. Bard can just ult them and then you guys get guaranteed kill. Obviously not right now, but I'm saying in a future fight. Like, dragon spawning in 44 seconds. You guys can just play with Tristana and Lulu having no flash. You guys can push mid, play for vision in the jungle, and then whenever Lulu or Tristana walk up, you guys kill her because they have no flash. You need to be okay with getting both these flashes and just backing off. It's hard because you also got to ping your team to back off, but that's like, you just got to be okay with taking those 2 flashes, to be honest.
So if they're an I ping team and team doesn't back off, do I... What's the move there?
I mean, you can't do anything, right? You have no E, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if Tristana W's in and you can hit her, then sure. but like you shouldn't just suicide because your team's fighting.
I see.
Like I think if your team wants to suicide and you can't interact, you just leave and then go push mid or whatever. But if Tristana W's in and you can kill her, then yeah, just kill her. But like just walking in here, like you flashed in and I don't know, tried to kill Ekko, like
Yeah.
it's kind of just like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you kill Ekko, you might get Dragon, but I don't see a world where you live even if you kill Ekko, to be honest.
I see. So they're
Grogan, what's the Pog spam for? Yeah, it's like you got 2 flashes and maybe you thought the fight was won because they flashed out. But you guys used everything to burn those flashes. You guys needed to play it slow and wait for your cooldowns. So I think actually the game would have been kind of chill if you guys just didn't die there. But I think you guys are only down like what, 2k gold before this? Yeah, you guys are only down 2k gold. And you guys got both their flashes. I think you actually could have won this next fight, to be honest. So I think that was a big blunder, I think, right there. But I think first of all, you could be more ahead this game, and then even though you weren't ahead, like I think here, if you don't like fully commit, I mean you made a good play getting their flashes, but then you overchased here, so. And now Ekko has 25 Mejais, so the game is really hard because he doesn't even really have a second item because the second item is Mejais, and he has 25 Mejais, and then he's gonna buy Shadow Flame right now, and he's gonna one shot everyone on your team. So now the game's really hard.
Yeah, he stays at this point. He's number 25 and I did.
Yeah. I'm gonna fast forward because I think that kind of cooked the game. I think there was a lot to learn from the beginning, and I think that kind of cooked the game. I'll see if like maybe any objective fight could be played better. I mean, you should still know they have no flashes, right? Because they flashed on the last fight, and it's been only like 2 minutes or something. So you guys can still look for their bot lane with like a Bard ult. Like maybe you could communicate that to your Bard, like say, like no flash bot. Like if you want to type it, if he doesn't listen, it is what it is. Maybe like you also have Ornal, right? Ornal's really good versus people with no flash. If either of them ults, the flashless like Lulu, because Tristana can W away, right? If they ult the flashless Lulu, it's good. Or if TF flash gold cards Tristana and you can combo with like a Bard ult or something, then that's good too. But you guys should be fully focused on those flashless targets. The problem is too though that Ekko's very fed now, so it's not even just kill their bot lane, it's kill their bot lane and Ekko and Jace.
Yeah.
Like they're all strong. So
Red boss Ekko at that point.
yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely for me. I really wanted to learn what could I have done to prevent this from happening, or this point of the game happening. And I have a lot of notes so far.
Yeah. Wait, you got Ekko. That's massive. Who got the shutdown?
I did.
Ooh, we get second item. I mean,
So right there, I shut down Ekko. What could I do to try and get back in the game?
I wonder if you guys should just fully send it on the Baron. I know it sounds hard, but like, I think because their bot lane has no flashes, you guys maybe could just send it on Baron. You guys have, well, okay, it's lethality MF. Maybe you guys don't have the best. No, you guys have no Baron damage. Dang. If you guys have a real ADC here, like a Philios or Jinx or something, you guys maybe could do Baron. But because it's lethality MF, it's kind of hard actually. Never mind. That's a sad. I think there's actually a world here where you could do Baron. Because they have no flash in their bot lane. And if they walk up, you guys could just kill, I think. So, I mean, maybe you guys still can. Your champion, without Ekko being alive, your champion kind of just doesn't die. And you have MF ult. But it's probably too hard with MF as your ADC, so maybe not worth it. Who is Will Marco? I don't know who that guy is. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, so this is a common thing. You got a big shutdown, and I'm pretty sure you 100% have item, so we need to just recall.
Yeah.
So, because you're just letting the enemy team push bot for free. If you had recalled, you could already be contesting this. And Ekko is dead, so you could just be fighting them with item spike without Ekko. And Bard has ult coming back up in 5 seconds. So you could be here with item spike, and Bard could be ulting the flashless Lulu. Well, I guess her flash is up now, but Bard could be ulting someone. when you have item here, right? And I think you might feel forced to run here because your team looks like they want to, or because they're gonna hit the turret. So you might not even recall here. You might just run bot, and then you're gonna get stuck staying. Like I swear you're gonna get stuck staying for so long.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Oh wait, we're recalling. Oh my god, W recall. Okay, you almost got forced to stay. But you see how you could have helped this fight if you had recalled and bot, and like you could maybe fight this when Ekko's in base, and it's just so good.
Instead of doing Raptors, yeah.
Well, instead of doing Krugs too, you would have already been here with item. And like you had a lot of gold too, like because you're already 2/3 of the way to your item because you have 2 components and you have 1,000 gold, so you could have bought your full item and another component. You'd be very strong for this fight. You'd be very strong. Like you just want to hit your camps here because you have your 2 camps up. You're like, oh, I can get all my camps on repeat on cooldown. You need to not do that. You have item. You need to recall. There's a fight that's gonna break out. You need to be on map.
So if I have gold for item, it's better than taking my top side, for example.
Depends. Like if it depends. I mean, you should probably always recall though because you can always just come back out and hit your camps. That's the thing, right? You always want to give yourself options, but the thing is when you hit these camps, your only option is to recall. Whereas if you recall, come out with items, you have the option to either hit your camps after you buy your item or go for this fight. So you should just almost always recall, even if you have camps up, if you have item spike. You'll even like I'll even have games where I'll recall for like a component, because like let's say I did Raptors, Krugs, and Dragon spawning in 20, and I have a component. Like I might as well recall for the component and go, go to Dragon with my item instead of hitting these 2 camps. Something like that.
So
it's
a
just
strong component in order to make a difference. In the
item spikes are important.
Be worth it. Okay.
Okay, well this is... Why did you buy no... was this a misclick? Yeah, you did an auto buy, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did an auto buy.
This is bad, because like, they only have Ekko Galio, and once you already buy the Negatron, it's like, sure, you get 20 more MR, but there's way better items or components you could buy here than just a no magic mantle. If you just get even like a Giant's Belt, that's even better, because Giant's Belt on top of already having all this MR is like pretty good. I mean, it's probably just a misclick, so I'm not going to harp on it, but I mean, you kind of just are essentially sitting on 1,000 gold because this is kind of a waste and you have 600 gold, so.
Okay, so it just would have been better to sit on the component of Negatron Cloak and let's say buy
anything else, pickaxe or Giant Spell or whatever, but this is kind of bad, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna buy this, you might as well at least buy. Honestly, you might as well at least buy a Negatron. But like, I don't know. Oh, you're going Canic Root Current, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, like, I know this is hard to like. This is gonna be hard to like. This is gonna be hard to translate into other games because this doesn't happen often. But it is something like building is not the biggest thing in League. But it is something that you can improve, and if you can improve on everything else and get good at building, it's like something you can have an edge on people. The thing is, this dragon fight, well, I guess it's not a dragon fight yet because it's a minute 33, but essentially, you're not going to get another, I don't think you're going to get another chance to recall before this dragon. So, essentially, you want to be as strong as you can be, right?
Yeah.
The Negatron's not going to get you as strong as you want to be. So you want to just buy whatever's going to get you the strongest you want to be. And that's a Giant Spell. Or a Pickaxe. I know it doesn't build into what you want to build, but you need to just be as strong as you want to be for this fight, because if you win this fight and get Dragon, you can maybe even get Baron off of it. So that's just worth more than just building into your next item, which if you win the fight, you would have got your item anyways, because you won the fight. You know, so you might as well just be as strong as you can be for the fight. Okay. Or at least buy an elixir here.
Rather than buying... Okay, so I see what you're saying. So if I'm going to buy a no magic mantle, then buy an elixir to be stronger.
Yeah, or just buy a different item that's better. Because I know it doesn't build into your Canic, but even a Giant Spell or Pickaxe is better.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, because like, essentially, if you win this fight, you're gonna get your item anyways, even if you build the wrong component. So it's better to just guarantee you can win the fight. And if you lose the fight, you probably just lose the game because they're going to get Dragon Soul.
Yeah.
So all that matters is that you win this fight. You need to just be as strong as possible. So yeah, you probably should buy either a better component or buy an elixir. Probably elixir's better, to be honest. Elixirs are the most gold efficient thing. So whenever you have a soul fight, it's probably pretty good to buy an elixir. Wow, you guys actually win this fight. Wait, you guys are winning this fight, like... I mean, it would have just been better to have a different component anyways, because, like, you already have enough gold to where you could buy the Canic anyways. I guarantee you, you're going to recall and you're going to have enough gold to buy Canic anyways, so... Because you're going to get Baron here, and you're just going to have enough for Canic, even if you didn't buy this no magic mantle, so... It would have just been better to have any other component or an elixir. I know you won the fight without the elixir, but, like... You want to guarantee you win that fight. So... Why'd you not click the portal? Are you autopilot? Yeah, best opportunity to win the fight. Where's full sprinting after this? You better not be fighting, by the way. Full sprint. Even if your team fights them, you just run. Good. A lot of time, someone will like get caught, or they'll like, you know, try to save everyone, and then everyone else will try to help them, and then they'll get aced because of it. Oh wait, I didn't realize Dragon Soul. Okay, yeah, that's not worth it. Baron is not worth Dragon Soul, even Chemtech. I did not realize that Dragon was spawning that fast.
What Dragon Souls are worth more?
Probably never worth it, to be honest. Unless if you think you can end off the Baron. Like, if you think you can get such a big lead off the Baron that the soul doesn't matter, then you take the Baron. But, like, I don't think you get such a big lead off the Baron that the Dragon doesn't matter. Because if you can't get a massive lead off of the Baron to where you just overwhelm the soul, it's never worth, because the soul is going to be a permanent buff. Whereas the Baron is only like a 3-minute buff, right?
Yeah.
So, if you can get, like... 4 turrets, and that's hard to do. If you can get like 4 turrets off of that Baron, then sure, you guys can take the Baron. And I don't think you guys can get 4 turrets, so I think you guys just don't give the Dragon, to be honest. I think you guys just hard won that last fight, like hard won, that I think I don't even want to give them a chance to fight this Dragon. I'm just going to buy my items and fight the Dragon, and then get Baron anyways, because they're going to fight you over Dragon, you're going to win the fight and get Baron.
Okay, I see.
So I think, honestly, this loses you the game, giving the Dragon. Because
losing Dragon and getting picked off, that cements us in the loss.
Yeah, because you guys get Baron, but they get Soul, and they just stall out the Baron, and then your Baron ends, and then they're just unkillable because of Chemtech. Right?
Yeah. So
you should only ever take Baron over Soul if you can get such an unsurmountable lead that it doesn't matter that they have Soul, which is almost never worth it. Because the Baron's gonna run out eventually. So, but if you can get like a 5k gold lead off of it and you're up 5k gold, their soul doesn't really matter because you're up like 5k 6k gold. So sometimes it's worth it, but it's very rare.
It's more so about recognizing an opportunity.
Yeah, but you probably shouldn't even go for it because I think it's better to just take the Dragon. To be honest, it's less risky. You just generally probably shouldn't give soul. It's a permanent buff, and I don't think your team's gonna play it well enough to actually get used to the Baron. Like, you guys haven't taken a single turret, right?
No.
So the Baron did nothing. Oh, actually, you guys got 1 turret, but was it low? Okay, you guys got a full turret. So I guess you got something, but like 1 turret is not worth soul. You guys would need like 4 turrets.
He lives here.
Yeah, unlucky. Like, look, you guys are like almost winning this, and they have soul. Like, if you guys didn't give soul and played this fight, I swear you guys would have just won the dragon fight and got Baron anyways. So yeah, I think that's another thing too. I think you should just never give soul. I think this game they're just gonna be unkillable, so I don't think there's much point in watching the rest, to be honest. You guys just have no damage into Chemtech, which gives damage reduction, so. And shield buff with Lulu, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, I mean,
they just like unkillable.
A lot from the start of the season.
You what?
I literally placed into the silver 4, bronze 1, and just climbed.
Where are you right now? Plat 1?
Plat 1.
Well, that's pretty good. Silver to plat. Were you getting like high LP
Yeah.
gains because your account was like decayed or what? Or were you just winning every game?
I did up until gold, and then I was winning every game. I'm on like a
Nice,
21,
nice.
19 or 2020.
So things you need to work on for sure. I mean, I probably said some other things and you said you took notes, so that's good. But
Yeah.
first, you need to work on your clear speed. That's the easiest thing to fix. Like, you have, I mean, you need to actively try to work on your clear speed though, because you have like what 200 games
Yeah.
or close to 200 games. So
Mhm.
if you're not getting faster clear speed by just playing games, you need to like actively try to get faster clear speed, which means you need to actually study what other people are doing. So watch others hens or even other just junglers with other champions. Just watch what they're doing to get faster clear speeds. And also just practice your first clear too, because that's the most important one, right? But you need to actively try to get faster clear, which doesn't mean just hitting your buttons. It means like actually actively thinking about how you can get faster clear. Because if you had faster clear that game, you would have been able to invade his blue. You would have been able to invade his raptors. You would have just been way ahead on your your camps when he was inting his tempo. So first thing, faster clear. Second, go into your VODs. I mean, you don't have to do this all in one day. You can do it over a course. First thing I would work on is the clear speed, which you can do pretty easily. Then you can work on tracking enemy jungler. So you can go, you can look up videos on this if there is videos. I don't know if there's any good videos on tracking enemy junglers. You can try to look up videos. If there's no videos, you can just go into your own VODs or even higher elo junglers VODs. But maybe your owner better, because I feel like people make more mistakes in low elo that you can punish. But higher elo junglers also find those mistakes more and punish them. So maybe you can look at both and just see the difference. And try to learn how to track the enemy jungler and find those windows where you're either level advantage to where you can invade or have a small tempo lead to where you can either invade them or like gank before them because they're behind you, if that makes sense. Or like I said, where you would have known Ekko was on red buff and maybe you would have sat there to counter gank him instead of ganking, thinking that he wants to gank bot instead of like ganking, because he wants to gank bot there. You would just sit there and counter.
Yeah, and then it helped me understand like his headspace of.
Yes, you want to think about what the enemy jungler wants to do as well, and you can think of it as what would you do a lot of time. Think, okay, so like if I was Ekko, what would I do? I'd gank bot here, so I think I'm gonna counter gank that, because a lot of junglers think the same a lot of time. Kirei jungle tracking in YouTube. Apparently Kirei has a jungle tracking video, so someone in my chat said that, so you can check Kirei out for that. Maybe I'll look into it too. Maybe, I mean, I know how to track jungle, but there's always something you can learn, so I'll probably look into it too. What else? I mean, this is a common mistake I see with everyone, even master junglers. Like, even I do this sometimes. If you have item spike, unless if there's a very obvious play that you have to be at, just recall for your item. Don't walk around. No wasted time. And also, you were going to a lot of dead plays. You should be able to look at a play and identify, should I go there or not? And sometimes you might go to a play that doesn't end up working out, but it should have to be a pretty decent probability. Like that time when you were walking to the bard, it was like 5% chance. Maybe even less.
I get you.
So you should be able to identify, like, should I even walk here or not? Very quickly. Because you don't want to, any wasted time it snowballs, especially early game. So I'm sure there's other things too, maybe ever written down. So any questions?
No, that's everything. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Good luck if you queue up at all or tomorrow or whatever.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Later.